All right, we're live.
What is that? You punched it? Oh, you punch it all the way through, eh?
Yeah, man. This lighter here.
Has a punch. Oh,
So it's got this little thing here,
mm.
and then you punch it. What about you?
No,
I think that's all I do right here because I do have this here to make the hole a little bigger. You know?
V cut.
Yeah.
Give it a crown cut. Do a V, and then do a second V 90 degrees from it, so like a plus sign. That's the best cut.
Oh yeah. The Remington's on. StreamYard's got some.
Bro, come on the live stream. I'm on batch code. I'm gonna put you on the live stream doing that.
What's going on, Kevin?
This guy's a freak, man.
Look at him. What's up, Monty? Muse, Remington, Melissa, Rich Mitch.
You live streaming?
Yeah, man, with Aram.
Oh, okay.
Does Vetkov does he smoke cigars or no?
No. I'm having such a nice weekend, man. I barbecued up some burgers yesterday. Burger, the patty, bacon, and then fried egg. You there?
Yeah.
And then hot sauce, mayo, mustard, ketchup, onions, tomatoes, pickles. Delicious burger. Some nice what's that soft bun called? What's that bun? What's the name of that bun? The really good burger, brioche bread. And then for dinner, I marinated some chicken with yogurt and lemon and onion and spices. It's all right. I got some hickory marinade. Yeah, thanks, Melissa. Brioche. I got some hickory marinade on some steaks in the fridge, waiting for dinner. I got some ground beef. I'm gonna put some mustard and onions and parsley and chives or whatever, and I'm gonna make some kebabs.
Nice, man.
What you got there? Rum and Coke?
Yeah, I got rum and Coke here, just finishing it up. I don't think I'm gonna be drinking rum after today for a while. I don't. I think I'm more. I like the whiskey stuff much better.
Yeah, I never really enjoyed rum, to be honest with you.
Just that's cool, man. Well, it sounds delicious, man.
Yeah, yesterday was
how much are you weighing now? You look thinner.
206.
What was the last time you were 206?
Maybe like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Maybe more. I don't know. I was like 226 a few months ago. I'm usually around 220, 225 usually, but right now I'm like living clean, minus the cigars.
All right.
And then I had a sick workout in the morning yesterday because the gyms were closed because it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
I worked out in the morning. I did 200 push-ups, 100 squats, 200 crunches, some bicep curls with my weights, some lateral raises. Took me like 40 minutes. Did some sick workout. Then I was like, I went in the pool. I started swimming.
Yeah, you were burnt out after that. I'm sure. You know, like being in the sun, the water, and everything.
Here we go. Here we go.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm feeling good, looking good, smelling good. I'm ready to cut this delicious squid. What's going on?
Not much, man.
Aram, how's life in Miami?
Life is good, man. Can't complain.
That's good.
Beautiful,
That's,
beautiful day.
that's good.
So what are you cooking there? You're gonna get it. You're cooking a squid.
Yeah, I need to clean up the squid later on for the evening. We didn't make anything, like we just bought like food from Chinese store, like we just got like, and this is for later on with beer, a little bit with beer, dude.
All right.
Look at him cleaning that squid. It's not your first time, huh?
No, dude, I like squid, dude.
Yeah, this is not his first rodeo.
Here we go. You cleaned that squid.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Boost?
Okay, Bubba.
You get your fingers deep in there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Suck it out.
disgusting. Disgusting.
What do you got in the back there? Captain Crunch?
Hmm?
You got a box of Captain Crunch in the back, or is that Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms?
Dude, I have like 10 boxes of different types of cereal, bro.
You know, what's the red one? Captain Crunch or Lucky Charms?
No, Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, Pops, Fruity Pebbles.
Nice.
Dude, my kids, like, we go, I'm not gonna lie, every week we need fucking 1 pail of milk, dude.
Every week?
Every week, 1 pail of milk, dude. 10 liters, dude.
Hey, you drink milk out of pails?
No, like, dude, my kids consume milk like
What do you
crazy.
mean by pail?
Pail, like 3
bags?
3 bags, but each bag is like a gallon, dude. It's a pail. It's a pail of fucking milk, dude. Every
Each bag is a liter, homie.
yeah, like 3.5 liters.
Of a week.
No, 3 times 3. 3 big bags. Not
Dude,
3.
one of those bags that comes with 3 bags in it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's 3 liters.
3.5. It's a 1 gallon. 3.5 liters.
Hey,
3.5 liters of milk a week between 5 people is not that much.
How much? No, dude, I buy three of those bags.
Oh, you drink all 3 of them.
3 big bags, dude. Not like it's 9 in total.
So 9 in total. So you have 3 gallons of milk a week.
No. Yeah, 3. No.
This guy's math is at a 0.
What do you mean?
Bro,
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
I don't
Three
even know what
gallons,
you're doing
yeah.
with your life, man.
Yeah, 3 gallons. Anyway, no, it's not wrong. I told you, 1 pail of milk, bro. 10
What the hell is a pail? Who measures milk in pails?
Dude, I measure pail with the milk. I measure milk with the pails because I grew up fucking collecting milk with fucking pails, bro.
There you go. Tell him, man.
What the fuck are you talking? You
guy
can talk
right
to me like
here
that?
is giving you shit right here, man. You don't have to take it from him. Talking about pails and gallons and everything.
Bro, you gonna teach me how to collect milk, bro? Bro, you were still in your mommy's tummy. I was collecting milk with my fucking grandpa, bro.
Latvia, bro.
Kevin, stand down.
No,
Stand down.
no, I'm dead serious. Majority of my life, like at least first part of my childhood, when my grandma was still alive, I grew up with my grandparents, and since I was like, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, dude, early in the morning, 5, 4 o'clock, wake up during the summertime with the grandpa, I don't know in US it probably was different, but at that time, milk was collected from the farmers in this like big truck. Like everyone would like literally dump their milk they got from the cows into this big fucking truck, you know, and you would go from farmer to farmer. That's how you collect, and you would measure milk by the pails. Every pail 10 liters.
Would you bring your own pail to collect the milk?
No, the farmers, like you would come with the car, and
Did they give you the
farmers would
pail
be
and
like
the milk?
there with the milk.
Would you have to come back with that pail the next week to collect more milk?
Dude,
But they don't give you the pail to keep. They want their pails back.
no, you dump. Dude, how do I don't know how do you I don't know in the English. It's a big it's a big truck,
Yeah.
but it's a you dump it. You dump milk from the pail.
You know, I just want to imagine like the trauma he's caused his children, like walking around with it in his underwear.
Bro,
Gloves
dude,
on.
Cleaning
jorts,
fluid.
bro. I put my I hit my underwear.
Those are the most European jorts. No one in Canada wears those unless they're from Eastern Europe.
Hey, listen.
Who wears jean shorts? Only Serbians and Latvians wear jean shorts.
Kevin, are you gonna talk to me like that? What are you doing?
He's cutting up a squid.
I'm cutting a squid with a real Japanese knife.
That's a good body you have, man.
Of course, sexy, bro, and athletic.
It's a good body. Give us a tour. Turn around.
You should pretend that squid is Kevin.
Yeah, turn all the way around. I don't know why you're arching your spine like that. There you go. There you go. Is that a tattoo on your arm?
Yes, I'm
What
getting
is-
rid of it.
What is it?
Scorpion,
Why?
dude. If I could ask myself when I was 16, why did I do a fucking tattoo, bro? I would do the same, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I got one. I was 18. And I want to get rid of it.
Right. So I've done 9 laser sessions. So it's slowly fading, bro.
How many sessions have you gone already? You've done 9?
Yeah, I did 9 sessions.
And how far is it? Let me see it again. Shit. Oh
It's
yeah,
still perfectly clear.
that's a big one. Yeah.
Dude, are you paying some kid with a laser pointer to get rid of it?
What
Are
did you
they
say?
are they using like chopsticks or something to get rid of it? Or like, oh,
Did you get that laser removal at the Chinese supermarket you bought the squid at?
are they getting Amazon lasers to just kind of go in there with like these little
Are they
powerful
using a laser
Amazon
pointer?
laser for $20?
Guys, hold on. Guys, listen.
They're like
You are
they're
talking
leaning
to
his arm on like a
Wait a minute,
scanner.
they're like green lasers.
Hold on.
Well, they're putting him on a scanner. You know, they open the door, they're like, put your arm here. It's gonna get rid of it.
Okay, hold on.
Are they Xeroxing your tattoo?
Bro, I think you're too comfortable in front of your cameras, bro.
You
Talking
want me to
trash.
pick you up and bring you here, or I'll pick on you in your face?
Huh?
You want me to pick you up and bring you home, and I can pick on you in front of your face?
Yes. Come here.
Are you with your family today?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, my daughter was sick this week. My son took over, and he was he's quite very sick, so we can't really do anything. We can't really go anywhere. We can't do anything. So
You know, what's with people in like they want to see the stream later? Like I've never seen a stream. I think I've seen there's been like streams in the history of streams where I was like, oh, that's worthy of watching back.
Yeah. I mean,
no,
yeah, I would say the majority of streams aren't
Don't-
really worth watching back.
don't touch it.
You know.
I'm gonna put on the shelf.
Kevin, you're making a big party for yourself tonight?
No, I have family here from Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
I'm just chilling.
Are you back at your place?
Yeah.
Man, StreamYard has updated a lot of things here.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's better than EV Mux or whatever the hell DDLD uses.
Yeah, man. That was a nightmare. I don't know why Joe down wants to continue using that, but he wants to do his little fancy graphics or whatever.
Yeah, he wants to be a fancy boy.
Yeah.
So DDLD uses EVMAX.
Yeah.
Why he doesn't use OBS?
I think he does both. I think he uses both.
OBS is so much better, and you don't have to pay, dude.
It's not sunny here, but it's still like sunglasses weather. I don't know how to explain. It's like it's overcast, but it's still bright.
The sunglasses that you wear, they're not gradient, right? They're all solid.
Yeah, they're not even polarized.
Mine aren't polarized, but they're gradient. You know.
No, these are not gradient. These are Ray-Bans, but they don't make this model polarized. I checked.
Oh, are you talking about my tramp stamp? Yeah, man. Melissa, I want to get rid of my tramp stamp.
Love that.
Oh man. Yeah, I think Svetskov's audio is a little fucked. Yeah. Hey, but Svetkov, how's you how do you have it hooked up? Because you have a pretty nice setup. You have a few cameras, and then you have the software. You have the changer. You're mixing it up. You mix up cameras and shit. What's up, Sticks?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's an OBS setup with the with the three
You look like
cameras.
you have an OBGYN setup.
With three cameras, like one DSLR, one 4K webcam, and one like regular C920. That's for the Google Meet, and if I want to talk to an Omegle, but it's all wired to and connected to the Rodecaster Pro 2 through the Rodecaster Pro 2 through the soundboard.
Yeah.
And mixer.
Well, I
Right.
think
And
you
then
cleaned all the flavor off that
of
squid.
course, also
Are you trying to make that squid come or something?
Yeah, you're fingering that squid pretty nicely, man.
Dude, I'm trying to give
Yeah,
that squid an orgasm.
Yeah. What's up, Sticks? Does Sticks smoke cigars? I don't know. Maybe he does. How far have you got a cigar, man?
What is this noise?
Yeah, it's Svetkov's audio. You see, I mute him and it's gone. I think some of that squid squirted some shit on his phone and his microphone, and we're probably hearing it. Yeah, we're hearing it.
Aaron, are you gonna talk to me like that? I'm gonna start sending you different types of memes, bro.
Yeah, the meme king, man.
You know who else is a meme king? Rich Mitch.
You know who also is a meme king is Ultimate Prime.
He sends a lot of memes.
Oh yeah, man. 90% of the shit we go back and forth is about memes. You know, or
Dude, what is Svetkov doing to this squid, bro? Is this what they do at restaurants to squid?
Bro, you need to clean the squid really good, bro. Really good.
look who's here.
Oh, close your
Look at the ride.
This guy looking jacked.
Right?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, Remington, I think you need to take off a tab, whatever it's called. Yeah,
You're right. My bad.
that's all right.
What's up, man?
How we doing, gentlemen? Happy Sunday and happy Canada Day to you.
Happy Canada Day.
How many fucking holidays you guys got up there?
Just the one.
Don't lie. You guys have ridiculous amount.
That's it.
Don't you get like paternity leave too? If your wife gets pregnant, you get like a year off or something. What kind
Yeah.
of shit is that?
Yeah. We have-
Remington, I think your audio is coming from your microphone on your headset, maybe, because it's not coming from your Yeti. I don't think.
Hold on.
Just-
Could easily
I'm
be
tired
right.
of dry. I'm tired of dry downs, like technical difficulties, and we're not going to bring them here.
This is the problem. Everybody here always has like 8,000 different softwares and microphones and headsets. Me, I just click the link and I'm always flawless, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, how we now? We good?
Oh,
There we go.
dude, you
Sounds
sound like Howard
much
Stern
better.
now.
Much better. So yeah, tell us about all your holidays and how you're always getting off. You guys are rather lazy up in Canada, if you ask me.
Listen, I'm always getting off, but that squid has gotten off way more than any woman I know.
Oh, look at that. He's got a
Dude,
carrot.
let's
now.
talk about Shvetkov's sexy body.
No, dude,
Now,
you're looking
now we
jacked,
know why.
bro.
Yeah, look at this man. Look at him. Look at that chest. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love. That's right. That's right. Give us that flex. All right, guys. What are we smoking here today? This is mine.
What you got there?
I want you to be able to read it.
Hold on.
Damn, is it going to focus?
Oh, I
Come
don't
on,
think so.
Focus, you shitty camera. All right. Well, it's called Abuelo Sucio.
What's going on?
It's called Abuelo Sucio. It's called Dirty Grandpa. This is a DDLD commemorative cigar.
If DDLD was wrapped in a tobacco wrapper with it's stuffed in a tobacco cigar right there, that would be him.
Absolutely.
Mine, I think you'd appreciate it, Remington. It's called Quorum, which I know
Oh
that's one of your
man,
favorite.
I'm so jealous. I looked for the quorum at the cigar shop. He was like, "What are you talking about? Never heard of him."
It's not. I don't even know what kind of brand this is, but it's pretty good. But what do I know about cigars? You know.
I'm smoking this is a Toronto house blend. The Kingsway Cigar Club made it. It's Nicaraguan. It's a Robusto. It's not very good. I'm honest. It's not. I don't like it.
Mm.
Like
You like
15
like the robust? You don't go with the mild?
I like both. It's just I actually prefer the darker ones, right? Not the Connecticut as much. I like the
Yep.
darker ones more, the spicier ones. But this is just not a good cigar. This doesn't taste good.
Fair
But
enough.
yesterday I had a very good cigar, a Partagas, a Cuban cigar. Man, you can taste it
Mm.
like that. It smokes better. It burns better.
Oh yeah. Oh
Everything about it is better. I bought a Cohiba for my uncle. It was like $75. One cigar. It was a small cigar too.
It's so damn windy out here. This is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, this one is Nicaraguan. I think I read it to
This
you
one
last
too.
time.
This one is Nicaraguan.
Fuck, I was gonna ask you something, Kevin. I forgot. It'll come up later. You drink anything, Remington?
He showed us his Knob Creek.
Oh, Knob Creek. That's right. Yeah.
Got to get the 12 year. Highly recommended.
I think I'm just gonna stick to whiskey and bourbon and scotch, man,
What about vodka?
and vodka, scotchka, or any kind of vodka. I like vodka, but the rum is just not whatever.
Grey Goose makes this vodka cognac. Comes in a round bottle. I had it once. It's pretty good. But
Wait.
tomorrow's going to be 15 weeks. 15 weeks I haven't had alcohol. Not a sip.
That's pretty impressive. What was the inspiration behind that?
Getting back his virginity.
Yeah.
Oh, you can never get that back. Ask Heather Green. Hey, so guys,
What's up?
what's the state of Fragcom right now?
It's a
Hello.
fucking snooze fest.
Well, it looks like you pretty much
Season 4.
you rocked the boat, you dropped the nuke, and we're kind of letting the dust settle, I guess, right now.
Nah.
Do you guys think that I'm a jerk? Do you guys think I'm owed a jerk? Do you just be honest?
Oh, do I think you're a jerk or an Oda jerk? Two different.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. Well, we know I'm a jerk. No, that's not up for question. Do you think I'm an ode jerk?
No, I don't think so, man.
Yeah, but even if you are, it wouldn't matter because you're outspoken. So it balances out. Like if you're an anonymous poster but then being quiet as a mouse on the streams, then it's like, oh, what a sneaky guy. But if you're outspoken on the streams, then what difference does it make?
Yeah.
Right?
And if you were hiding behind burners and everything, what incentive would you have to show your face? Put yourself
right.
out there, right?
I
Yes.
don't.
I mean, he threatened to dox me. We know this, right, guys? This is. I mean, he threatened to dox me. He's pretty upset. His panties are in a bunch right now, and he's threatening to dox me. He called me by my real name, told everybody where I live. So I'm just going to dox myself. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. My real name is Justin. My middle name is Remington. Done.
It
Over
is?
with. It's over with. Just doxed myself. You can't do it now, TLTG. Did you hear that? You can't do it. I just fucking did it myself, dude. It's
What
over
the
with.
hell? I thought your name is Justin. This is bullshit.
My middle name is Remington, so I wasn't lying. My name is Remington as well. It's just my middle name. It is what it is.
He
Well,
doesn't
my
go
real
by the
name
name
is not
Justin.
Money Burner. This cigar is crap. I really don't like this.
What are you guys drinking on? I heard, Aaron, you've got some rum.
Yeah, man. I'm just finishing up this rum. So but it's whatever. Some Bacardi Black. I think Bacardi Black is what I'm drinking. Marcus is like, this doxing shit is hilarious.
Bunch of babies.
Marcus thinks it's a bunch of clowns, crybaby narcissists. And think about it. I tell you, you're a flaming narcissist. Your response is to dox me. Who are you, RXL? The fuck is this?
Bro, Remington looking jacked. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah. He looks great, man.
vascular. Pretty vascular, man.
Yeah, because he
I've been
doesn't
doing some
live
rock
in
climbing.
the.
Been doing some rock climbing, started working out. Probably about, I don't know, I'm like 4 or 5 months into this. About 5 months, I'd say.
Show him your abs, bro. His abs are popping. Show us your abs.
I'm not going to do that. That's too
I'm
braggadocious.
asking for it. I'm
I
asking.
can't.
You.
No, I
It's
don't
not
want to do
narcissistic.
that.
Don't be afraid, man.
Oh, that's just, you're right. That's narcissist written all over it.
I know you want to show us. So
You're
just
going to
show
accuse
us.
me of projecting.
Dude, you
Do
should've
I
seen-
want to show you? Yeah, right. No, I
He could-
really
he could-
don't.
he
I
could
don't.
show-
I don't ever. I'm not on social media. I don't post shit. I don't.
He could show us backstage.
I mean, yeah.
Backstage,
But
backstage.
but thank you though. I appreciate that money. I am proud of the fact that yes, I've been hitting the core pretty hard, and yeah. I mean, I've got a legit 6-pack. It's rolling. Things are moving. But I mean, look, it's about eating healthy, and just like me, we've had these discussions. Money, that's the most important part. It's not about doing a shit ton of sit-ups. It's not about working out core and working your obliques and all that. It's about the way that you eat. Because if you're eating right, your body fat percentage is going to come down. And if you're doing any workouts at all, you could be doing Bulgarian split squats. You're going to start to get a 6-pack, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about your diet.
But I'll tell you something I know from years of experience. Like, there's 2 types of 6-packs, right? There's the one where you're just lean, so your abs show. But you know what the impressive one is when you have like over 15% body fat and you still got a 6-pack.
That is impressive. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I'm probably, I've got to be right around like 9-10%, something like that.
Are you eating beans?
Fuck beans. I hate beans.
Oh,
Yeah, me too. I know, but Money loves beans.
I know he does. I know. I just said it to trigger him.
I can't with beans, but he loves beans and tuna.
I'm obsessed with Cornish hens, lamb.
Cornish hens, fancy boy.
They're only $6. Cornish hens. Look at you, Money. You are sexy. Look at that. Yeah, that's okay. See, that's why he said it, guys. Because he's like 15% body fat, and you can see his abs. Look at that.
No, I'm like 18%.
Are you really? Okay, fair
18,
enough.
19.
Fair enough.
Melissa, we did give each other massages when we met in person. Remington, when I met him, we had a massage, right?
Absolutely. Full body.
Mhm.
Full body. Yep. It was pretty erotic when he got to my thighs.
Yeah.
Oh, my hands were on the inner thighs of Aram the entire time I was in Miami. I have pictures of it. Like every picture, I'm like, bring that thigh over here. It's right here. Just a nice firm grip.
Yeah, Kevin's pretty aggressive, man.
And then whiskey got real uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, Reaper's been coming around lately. He took a break and now he's coming around. He re-wrenched us, so you know,
He did the right thing.
yeah. But he hasn't been, you know, streaming them like he used to. What happened to Dirk Diggler? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, dude, I think he got caught for like child pornography or something.
Oh, good
I think he's
Get
in
out
jail.
of here!
I think he's
Get
in
outta
jail.
here.
God, it's a rumor on the street. I think he's in jail. Look at that. Look at those two sexy men. Look at that jaw. And then we got Eugene. What's it like? What's it like to hang out with Eugene? He seems so peaceful and just calm.
He was Zen,
serenity.
right?
He's a Zen master, dude.
He's a Zen master.
unbelievable.
He's the Zen master.
He's a Zen master. I was with him a couple nights ago. He's so Zen, it's unbelievable. I felt Zen being around his Zen.
Did it rub off on you?
Well, he rubbed one out on me, so it was,
Oh,
it was
shit.
a very
Okay.
Zen experience.
So
Naturally.
it may have transferred through that whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cum guzzling. Guzzlegate.
Guzzlegate. Yes. Oh shit.
Oh wait, hold on.
man.
Melissa was de-wrenched on this channel. Oh, I had a wrench like for 5 minutes. Yeah, I think all the wrenches are gone on this channel.
I think Melissa needs a wrench
I need-
just because she is an expert at staying as neutral as she possibly can. She
Yeah.
will never
She's a
show
gossip
favoritism.
girl. She's
Yeah,
a gossip girl.
She's very neutral.
Well-
If she doesn't like you, you won't even know it.
That's right. She's a little gossip girl.
She likes to talk about the tea.
Oh yeah, she's texting me every day like, "Yo, what's up with Svetkov? Is he gonna show us that body or what?"
Yeah.
Shvetkov, how's the squid coming? Can we get an update?
You still fingering the squid? He's still fingering it?
Beautiful, beautiful, clean. It's time to chop into the rings.
I can only
Now,
imagine. what happened.
Shvetkov, how are you going to prepare that? What's the plan here? Can you give us a little bit of a? Can we get the lowdown?
Just season it. Egg, flour on a frying pan. Make it crispy for the beer. That's it.
Okay, all right. What's going to be the side dish with your squid?
Nothing. Just listen. Just squid, lemon, and beer. That's all you need.
What about? I mean, you're gonna have some rice, some bell peppers, anything?
No.
No. Okay.
No. No.
All right. To each his own. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually like if we talk about diet, I'm actually consuming less and less sides like rice, potatoes, pasta, but more meat and veggies. That's all.
100%. This is what me and Money were talking about. I mean, you get your sugar from all your carbs. So I cut back as much as I possibly can on rice, pasta. Like I'm just, and then obviously cut back on anything that's got added sugar. There's no juice in my house at all anymore. It's nothing but water. Got a little bit of 2% organic milk. Yeah, man, just cutting back. Really kind of trying to stick with that keto where you're getting rid of the sugar, getting rid of the carbs. If you do that, it's a complete game changer. Bring in more protein, eat more veggies, still eat as much fruit as I would like to, but yeah, zero added sugars, only natural sugars, smashing blueberries and gold kiwis.
You gotta eat banana. Because banana helps erection.
I eat bananas every day.
We don't need help with erections, Shvekov. We don't need help with erections because our testosterone levels are high enough that we don't need help with that. See, when you start working out and you start doing those Bulgarian split squats, your testosterone level raises. You're not going to need any help with that, even when you're coming up on 40, right?
Should this stream be called High Tea? Is that what the stream should be called?
High tea.
We haven't quite reached a level where we need to rub cream on our balls yet, but
Good Lord.
we may potentially get there. We're not sure.
I like Mr. Clean. He's come back and he's like, listen, I'm not involved. I'm just here. Guys, I'm trying to be like the neutral one. Hey guys, everything's cool. I'm just watching it all go down.
We've got to give Clean props. All right. This guy had a moment. It was captured forever. and he's not running away from it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
he is owning it. He's
three
staying.
times, and he's back, and he's there. Hey, now
He's staying accountable. I've got respect for that. Okay, it was a bad moment. We've all had some moments. His was really bad, and it was it was unfortunate. We didn't want that. Nobody asked for it, right? But this is what happens when you run a stream for 8 hours.
Yo, listen. There's a rule. Aram and I talked about this.
Yep. Tell him about the rules. Yep.
Well, not a rule, but there's a saying here. Everyone's welcome, but you can never leave. No one leaves. You can't leave. You enter the streams, you're a character forever. You can't leave.
You just go in and out of lurk mode. It's like this. Yeah.
We like Clean. We don't want him to go. He's interesting.
Hell no. We like Clean a lot. Yeah, we want him to stay. You kidding me? Wouldn't be the same without him.
No, Clean's great and I liked the Margie Clean stream. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So I don't know if it'll ever happen again, but I was a fan.
Yeah, I know. No, I agree. I think that they were a good duo, and this is kind of we're throwing salt on the wound. I don't know if
Brad, bro, that's why.
Clean's...
Listen. That's why you don't mix love with the work, man, because it's never gonna work out, dude. You have to separate.
I think it was all miscommunication. I think it was all miscommunication. Some more conversations probably should have happened behind closed doors. Those things should not have been. Yeah, that should not have been alive. But hey, you can't put the toothpaste back in the bottle. It is what it is, and here we are.
You can't.
I'll come get the skewers. Just mince the onions.
Oh, here he goes, showing us his stuffed animal. Does that run on AA batteries? It does. Your dog doesn't look real. I'm just being frank with you. It doesn't look real. Super cute, man. You kidding me? It looks like a anime character. Like he could be a Pokemon or some shit. Super cute.
Good boy. How's that cigar?
Mine's it's exceptional. This is a very good cigar. Yeah,
and
it was like a $12 stick.
Okay, that's like quality range.
Exactly. Yeah, you would never, you never need to spend more than really like $15.
No, man, I have these. I buy these Partagas Cuban cigars for $25. Oh, you can taste the difference, man. You can taste it. But the one I just bought was like 15 Canadian, which is like 12 US. But it was a house blend. I don't know. It wasn't good.
Oh, okay. House blend.
What I have a Rocky Patel waiting for me for later on. I'm going to smoke that one. That one's good.
That's Chico, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Anuj? What's up, Rudy?
Yes, we got Rudy in the house. Hell yeah. Oh, there he is.
Remington, you have access, right, to this, the batch code?
Yeah, actually, I think I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I didn't. You know what? I haven't even been checking out the chat. Let me go ahead and throw the comments on. Clean says, "Never say never."
Are you able to or no?
What do you mean by that? Like take control?
Are you able to highlight comments or no? You're not.
No, I don't think so. No, it's not showing me that I have that option.
That's probably because you're not logged in. If you
Melissa said all the stars are here.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, we're kind of missing Rudy right now. If Rudy all of a sudden showed up, it would be like the first time he's stepped foot onto a live in, I don't know, 6 months. It's been a minute. Roodster.
Rudik!
He's been hiding out in his bat cave.
Rudolph.
Good to see Muse here. Fernando, an absolute staple in the community.
Oh yes. Best voice in Fracom.
I agree. Fernando has the best voice in Fracom. I agree.
You know who I can't stand?
Are we going there? We're not supposed to talk shit about people, guys.
Dude.
The opinions are gonna ruffle some feathers. You're gonna start a ruckus.
That drunk bastard, Mr. Smelly. I can't stand that.
Oh, God.
God.
Damn.
The worst.
Yeah, Money's not a fan of Dan.
Not a fan. Wish him all success.
You're exactly. You
I
heard
don't
that
hate
right.
him or anything.
You're
I
right.
just can't
Yeah.
stand him. His stream, the worst.
You know what? He's getting out more. He's dating.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
hold on. He's
Wait a minute.
dating. Hold on. Let's in his defense, which maybe he might not deserve, but he's out dating milfs. He's only streaming once per week. Okay, if you are streaming more than once per week, do you have a life? What do you got
I
going
stream
on?
like twice a day. What are you talking about?
Well, we know you don't have a life. This is obviously, yeah. We know you need to get a life. I mean, Al's been trying to tell you for quite some time, but you know, more than one stream. Really, do we need to see you more than once a week? I think once a week is the max.
Dude, Al Manzano FaceTimed me a few days ago. I was at the gym, like 9 a.m. This guy was sharp as a tack, wearing his like Orthodox chain. He had his hat on. He was in Vegas. He was yelling at me. He called me. I didn't say a word. He started yelling at me. He's like, "You got to be kidding me. I'm here in Vegas. Buddy, it's 94 degrees. They made this dome. You got to be kidding me."
Oh, man. Yeah. Manzano's rants remind me of or Remington's rants remind me a little bit of Al Manzano. They both got that passion, you know. But yeah, Dan's got a life now, baby. You know, he's out in the field. He's out and exploring. So I give him props.
He's better as a guest. When he's a guest, he's better.
Well,
but
yeah, because he's relaxed, isn't he?
Yeah,
like
but
right now, if he hop on right now, for sure, he'd be relaxed. Yeah.
But when he has the power, like when he has the control over the stream, he turns into a total fucking prick, man. I can't stand that.
Ooh, here we go. Shots fired.
Oh no, that's nothing new, bro.
Let's get it.
I've said it to his face. I said it.
I know you have. I know. Yeah. Oh, you say everything to everybody's face. Yeah, that's kind of like we have that in common, right? We have no problem, right? So, if anybody ever wanted to get on and confront us and, have a difference of opinion, we like confrontation. We welcome confrontation. I'm like, great, sounds good. Let's go ahead and have a chat.
His streams are awesome. Here's what his streams are: constant interruption for super chats. Doesn't matter how important your story is. You could be at the climax of the story. Well, hold on, we got a super chat here. We got 80 cents from Jeremy over here, and then you got Basic coming out of left field with like this irreverent, irrelevant philosophical regurgitation of like first year basic, textbook crap.
He's a professor in Ecuador. Okay.
Whatever. Then he starts making fun of my education. I went to a better university than he did. What the hell is he talking about?
He made fun of your education? This is news to me.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. So he got a little highbrow with you, huh?
Well, either way, I like them both. They're both good guys.
You know who I can't stand? Dan and Basic. But they're okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they're all right, man. If they were here right now, I like them. I'm just.
Well, you don't have to like everybody. Dan and Kevin, they have their issues, but I like them both. That's it. It is what it is. They have, not everybody's going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's it. So
that's a great point.
IPR, irrelevant philosophical regurgitation.
He's got the IPR.
Hold on. Hey, Kevin, you're able to highlight?
Yeah.
All right, good. But it was funny having Kevin come on and have an upside down philosophy. Oh, not even what it's called, the Jordan Peterson book, right?
Oh yeah. Man, that was great. The upside down philosophy book, that was good.
Hey, block that guy, Patrick.
Yeah, was that Alex Chewer?
I wish it was Alex Chu.
Patrick's got to be he's the most rude motherfucker in Fragcom. He's just a downright asshole. I mean,
I don't like that he thinks he's better than me because he's getting married. Like he's like, I'm getting married. I'm John Wick.
Patrick's changed for sure, man.
Yeah, he's changed big time.
Yeah, he used to be Center Soul. I liked him better when he was Center Soul. And then he became. Now he's just Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he was like an all-star in season 2 or something like that, right? Season 2, season 3, what
Yeah,
was it?
he won.
It
He
was
won.
season
He
2.
won. He won Rookie of the Year in season 2.
Yes, he absolutely did. He might have been MVP. We're not really sure.
Yeah.
And it was like a huge drop off after that, but that's okay. It's all right.
Oh shit.
So I think the stars, who are the stars of the streams these days? I'd say Mr. Clean is one of them. Mr. Clean is a star right now.
Okay.
I'd say Basic is a star.
Ah, okay. Basic is a star.
Limelight Lass is a star. I really enjoy Limelight Lass.
All right. So you are rattling off the regulars on Smelly's stream at this point.
Yeah.
And
But
I
you
do
know
like
what-
Limelight Lass.
you know
I
what-
definitely
you know-
like Limelight. She's a great addition to the
You
community.
know what Smelly's like? Smelly's just like the UK and Canada. Like it's this, like, we don't know how to harbor excellence, right? So we lose all our stars to the States. They all go to Hollywood. Right?
That's
They
a
all
true
go for the
statement.
NBA, the
Yeah.
NFL.
That's
right?
true.
So me and him, we're part of the same Commonwealth, the UK, Canada, and he's got all these stars on there,
Yeah.
and he's just too busy interrupting them and asking them horseshit questions
Yeah.
to make an excellent stream.
Yeah. I mean, you bring up a good point. I mean, Canada's kind of like junior varsity, and then you kind of, you move
Yeah.
on, right?
Yeah, all the kids here in high school who are good at basketball and stuff, like, they all want to go to the States, right? Because
Of course they do. Yes. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? It's America.
Yeah, it's like everybody on Smelly Stream hopes to one day graduate to a batch code.
Aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
So you like Amanda, huh? She's
Oh,
very
yeah.
knowledgeable and like, well, she teaches film and movies and shit.
Yeah, she's good. She's the best.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
And she thinks that The Dark Knight is one of the greatest movies of all time. So I have a lot of respect for her.
Yeah.
Money. I know you don't like these superhero movies. I know.
Oh no, that's a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Remington,
Oh.
were you there? You didn't hop on until much later because we were talking about movies earlier that night. But yeah,
Yeah, but I was lurking. I listened. Yeah.
Oh, you were lurking? Oh yeah.
No, it was a great stream. It was an outstanding stream. It was going so well. I decided to come on and just ruin it.
It's like these guys are having way too much fun.
I was like, this is just way too. Come
Let
on.
me
this
go
is-
and shit on everything.
It's all structured here. He's got topics. He's got transitions. Let me just come in here and just fuck the whole thing up.
Oh man. No, but you've already talked to whoever you needed to talk to, right? Like everything's good, or what's going on there?
I don't know. I mean, hey, if I need to talk to TLTG, I need to talk to him. And he says he's going to dox me. I don't know.
What? Oh, okay. No, I don't think he is.
I should probably have a personal conversation with him. Yeah.
What I don't like is that it's like if you call me an idiot, then all of a sudden now here's your address. That anything like that is like why do we need to go automatically there? I mean,
But he's
that
a man child, so of course he responded this way.
But
He
that's
didn't. He didn't respond to being accused of being a narcissist. Instead, he was like, "All right, I'm just going to dox this motherfucker."
and that
right?
goes
And
for-
GZ was like, "Yeah, you go get him." Right? Okay. All right.
well,
GZ.
that's what I.
GZ is such a great judge of character, isn't he?
That is why the whole thing that happened with Neil and DB and all that shit is just kind of like, why did these don't need to escalate that much, especially here. We're streaming, we're trying to have fun here, but
There you go.
but there's
There you
faults.
go.
Yeah, but there's faults
There
in
you
both
go.
sides when it comes to that,
Yes.
but
we've got such different levels of maturity in Fragcom. That's what we're really talking about here, right? So, we've got a bunch of kids and then we've got some adults. So it is what it is.
I still remember that whole like aquariums zoo line you did. Why are we even talking about this shit?
I'm not
man? That was
talking about
last
them.
year.
I'm not
Sorry.
talking about them.
Yeah,
No,
let's
it's
talk
not
about
it.
something
No,
else.
No, we need a subject change.
I-
Somebody in the chat, give us a new subject.
The thing is, I don't know clean. I'm just hearing it right now. I didn't know that any of that stuff was out about.
Yeah. He did. I caught that little spot. Yeah, because I knew he was going to show up to that stream, and I was like, I'm just going to scrub through. Let's find out when he shows up. Oh, here he is. And as soon as he hops on, he went to go, imply that he was going to dox me. So total bitch move, but I'm not surprised. He's a man child, so you're going to have that. Shvekov, what is new with you? What's going on, man?
So hold on. So Remington, if Ross hops right on, you'll talk to him.
Of course I would. You kidding me? I would love to talk to him face to face. Let's talk about how I accused you of being a flaming narcissist. Please defend yourself. Convince me otherwise. Convince me the jerks are wrong. I would love to have that conversation. That's not what he does. That's not what he does. He hops on with his flat bill and his barbell chain, and he gets his panties in a bunch. You know what? Here's some advice for you, Ross. Stop paying attention. Don't. Why are you even going to Oda Jerks? Why do it? Just do your thing, man. Don't respond to it. Act like it doesn't exist. That's what an adult would do. But instead, you're a fucking child. So
I've told these guys to stop going over there, but it's these guys are on their own, like going over there.
he brings it on himself. He's a public figure. If you are on streams and you are just like Dan, just like GZ, just like anybody who does this shit for, somewhat of a living, it's an income stream. Let's admit it. It's an income stream. You need it. This is what you do. It's part of what you do. Might be the only thing you do. Right. So, there's a big difference. That's why when everybody, everybody gets mad about with Dan and Dan's not, bullshitting anybody. He's like, yeah, this is what I do. This is like my income. This is like, it's my job. Right. So, other people though, it's, it's a whole different thing, right? Let's ask for some backdoor super chats and act like you're, it's the same, you know what I mean? Like this is part of your income. You need it, right? So, we get it. We understand. All the adults, they don't have a problem understanding this, but the children, the children can be coerced, right? So, and that's who a lot of these people speak to, are the kids.
All right, let me read Melissa. The problem has been people take these streams too seriously. Who cares who does what? Just watch who you want to watch.
Completely agree, Melissa. That's why I've never watched Ross, because I wear vintage fragrances. I would never watch that shit, but I do hop on Oda Jerks, check out the satire. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, because it's funny because Kevin and I were talking. I go, "Who's the?" And I mean this in the positive way, the most positive way that I could. Who's the shit stirrers? I'm like Remington, AM, and probably I Smell Mike. Where
he does. He likes to stir.
Where it's not so much as they're going in deep and saying these bad sticks sometimes too, man. It's like they address the elephant in the room, right? Like they address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
The whole thing that happened with Neil with Cuddles, it's just like, oh, we're here trying to move forward. Yeah, he's
here's the problem. People can't handle criticism. You can't take it, can you? What have you been coddled your entire life? Like what's wrong with you? You can't take any criticism? There's nothing wrong with taking criticism. I've been in sales my entire life. You've got to be able to take rejection. You've got to be able to take criticism. You grow from it. You learn from it, right? So, once again, we know who the kids are. We know who the adults are.
Well, I think Kevin is probably, well, if he was here, he'd probably say that he's no stranger of confrontation. He loves confrontation, I Smell lean into a microphone in a while. Where is I Smell, man?
Shvekov, what's new with you, brother? What's on the agenda? What's going on? Give us an update.
Update about what? You have to ask a specific question. I don't know. Just minding my own business, dude. Busy with personal life, right?
Are you out of Fragcom?
No, if I'm here, I'm not. I'm sort of like with my pinky finger still, right? But
right, yeah. You're holding on.
I have to be honest, dude. Like, guys, I've met a lot of people here.
Well said, Melissa.
I've met good people here, and it's fun. But I just can't see myself hopping on the streams and talking about fragrances all the time. Here's the thing, right? For Fragcom to succeed, it needs drama all the time. And louder, bigger drama, more flourishing the community will be.
I'm glad you're addressing this. A lot of people say that they've got issues with drama. They don't want drama. They don't want it. So you're telling me that reality TV is a success? For what reason?
Listen, more drama because it brings more audience. Because when you don't have a drama, when you don't talk outside of the fragrances, you can't attract new audience. You need new audience. You need new people interesting, asking questions. What are they beefing about? You need shit talk. You need a lot of stuff so your community explodes. That's what any other community has. Gaming
It's
community,
cheap entertainment. Yes,
right?
it's a giant reality TV show that's all intertwined, right? And
Yeah.
everybody just kind of right. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know, it
So-
is what it is, right?
You hop on, like last time we hopped on. You asked question, like we had like fantastic shit. But this is what keeps streams on fire. If you come on and talk like, oh, this smells good and this smells, and how many times we can talk about
Yes, if it's all clouds and rainbows, I
Yeah.
mean that's not even entertaining, is it? Right? I mean, we
Right.
can only talk about Rip Fragrance for so long. So people
you
have
know,
opinions. People
you-
want to
you know-
criticize. There's nothing wrong with that.
you need, and again, even Mr. Beast said, like, for his status, he says even he needs more drama to get exposure, right?
Who's this?
But-
Who?
Mr. Beast.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I'm not sure who that is either.
You don't know, like the biggest YouTuber on the platform. Like he has like
Which community is he in?
he makes these videos. Oh my god, he made the TV show Squid Game.
Yeah.
Of course.
So he made a video about Squid Game too, like in sort of like a real environment. Anyways, he's like
Okay.
what? He's like 100. He has like more than 100 million subscribers. Anyways, but
okay. Look, what is YouTube? Well, YouTube is this conglomerate of a bunch of hobbies, right? So in whatever hobby you're into, it has a community, right? You want to talk about bourbon, it's got a community. Fragrances has a community. Everything,
everywhere.
I dabble in the rock climbing community now, right? Everybody has a community. So
Yeah.
no matter what hobby you're into, if you want to learn more information, if you want to extract, maybe some education, whatever it may be, some entertainment, whatever it might be, whatever hobby you have, YouTube has it, right? And each community has its own, reality TV show, if you will, right? Some cheap entertainment.
And bigger it is, it's sort of like it more succeeds. But by some reason, the Fracom is afraid of the real drama, right? I'm not talking about like someone just, chirped, oh, this guy, and then they try. No, this is all fake. You want real, like going punching, like see, real talk, right?
Yep.
Some of these people, unfortunately, they don't know. Like, I mean, the drama exists in the political community, like all those YouTubers that do like political stuff. How far they go, dox each other, they call names each other. There's a Twitter beef. We don't even have Twitter beef in our community, right?
Yeah. Well, the difference here, I think, is that I'm not arguing with you about Sauvage Substicks. I mean, if they stick with a topic, like let's just say if we talk about a movie, I'll be like, oh, you're an idiot for not liking this movie, but that's not what we're talking about here.
Great point. Yep.
It's more like, I mean, because
this is a disagreement. If you don't like movie, what I like, it's just a simple disagreement.
yeah, exactly. And it could, and those I think are healthy.
I'm talking about. Here's the thing. What I personally don't like. That guys like Kevin is
I don't
banned.
like guys like Kevin. Period. You can stop there.
Yes, Lily, I am subscribed to that. Absolutely. Yeah, I like to watch the competition. I'm into bouldering, so I only watch bouldering comps. But yes, absolutely, Lily.
All right.
Good stuff. I don't even know how Lily knows that, but that's good stuff right there. Absolutely.
Sorry, what were you saying, Sweat?
How to say it? Like, I mean, the Fracom is a little bit too soft. People get banned for stupid reasons. Oh, you can't enter chat because he said some thing and it upsetted some other people. Listen, you're on the internet. It's an open platform. Only strongest survive. If you can't survive, listen, get off of the internet.
Some can take the criticism, some welcome it, and others they just block people, right? And I think we know who those people are. We know who you are. You just block people, right? Yeah, we know who you are.
Right? How can you block this Persian guy? Huh?
I give you 1,000 reasons why.
One of the sexiest men in Fragcom, right there, Money Burner. How in the hell are you going to block Money Burner?
I can give
What
you
the
1,000.
You don't. You don't block Money Burner. You make him a moderator.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Are you kidding me?
You don't block him. You make him moderator.
He's the lawn don. Look at that gorgeous lawn behind him.
Yeah. But yeah, I think just going back to dry down stream, you know, I think that, you know, I understand that it's a little fun when things go a little bit out, but I think maybe things got a little bit out of out of planning.
Yeah, and I took it too far. You know,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said the old fashioned. I shouldn't have made any jokes about, you know, somebody getting an old fashioned. I took it too far. I get it. I know. I know.
Fashion, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The thing is, I think that, and I, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like you meant everything you said. It's just that the venue you decided to put it on, you know, on Joe downstream, because he wasn't expecting
He
that.
wasn't expecting it. I blindsided him. I totally cold cocked him. Yes, absolutely. Came to his house, set it on fire, and rolled out. And I told him, I said, look, man, all of my opinions, everything I said, I stand by all of it, but your platform was the wrong place to do it. And I told Joe that. You know, I said, look, man, I know that was a conflict of interest. I know he's one of your buddies. I get that. I understand. You know, so it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I went a little too far, right?
Yeah,
I will admit.
Yeah, and Joe Down is a very forgiving dude. You know, you just got to talk to him,
He
whatever.
is. Oh,
And trust me, I still haven't forgiven him about the technical issues because I was there left for half an hour talking to myself and reading the chat. So I haven't even forgiven him about that. But he'll forgive you about this, I think.
Hey, you handled that as well as you possibly could. That was masterfully done.
I had no idea what the fuck I'm like, I don't even know how these guys do it, man. You guys talk to yourselves for an hour and maybe read off the chat, but Remington, I am with you, yo. Like as far as streaming, I can only stream probably for after once a week, and like guys like Svetkov and Money and Dan and Joey and all these. I don't know how they could do multiple days streaming like that. It's a lot. So
Money is very unique though, because he streams multiple times, but it's not an income stream for him. It's not part of what he does for a living. A lot of these people who stream multiple times, this is what they do. They rely on it. So when you're reliant on it, and this is, you know, what you do for a living, and you're a public figure, you are up for criticism. This is with any field that you look at. It doesn't matter who you are, right? So, you know, you're going to have to go ahead and you're going to have to roll with the punches, right? People are paying you. They're sending you super chats, backdoor super chats. People are becoming Patreons, right? You are open for criticism. And you need to get over it. It's the price that you pay.
I agree with you. Once you put yourself out here, you're going to get criticized. And if it's going to happen, you're going to have to deal with it, you know. What do you think about Svetkov here? Fathead used to talk shit about Ross. I don't know who Fathead is.
Who's Fathead?
I don't know. Like mad in the past, but magically became his friend later, then got mad DDLD for some imaginary reason in his head that he had been being mean to his friend Ross.
Oh, he's talking about Fat Boy Fragrance, the most irrelevant dude in Fragcom.
Kevin became serious.
I think he was going to call out people on his stream, call out names and stuff. DDLD and the Funky Bunch.
How are you gonna call out the DDLD? He's like one of the nicest guys, right? He's you know, obviously got a high skill set when it comes to creating content, right? So you can't even. There's nothing that you can say about DDLD, right? Except that he shills Happy Land fragrances. I mean, you know, hey, if that's the worst that the guy has got, you know, a ton of humanity. He's a good person, right? So I do question his judge of character. He likes Ross, so you know that's still, you know.
So the jury's still out on Joe.
Jury's still out.
No, I think I don't know. I think Joe Down's kind of a genius, but I think he's good people and he's very logical, you know. And I think he tries to see the best in people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He does. He's always going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you know, Fat Boy, I guess Fat Boy, he called out Kevin for manipulating. I call out Kevin for manipulating people. He's the biggest manipulator. I hate him. I don't
Yeah.
even know he's on the stream.
Wait, who said I manipulate the name? Who said that?
Yeah, you're always coercing people. Yeah,
I think-
exactly.
I
There's
think
there's a
he's saying
hidden
that-
agenda.
I think Sticks is saying that Fat Boy said that you were manipulating the name. Okay, I want to like Kevin, not eat
Nice.
cheese, so you could see.
Fuck. Manipulating? Yo, people are retarded, dude. They're total retards. I don't even know what to tell you. I actually really like Fat Boy. He's a good storyteller, but
He's a good storyteller. Let's all try to say something positive about Fat Boy Fragrances. That was a good. Okay, he's a good storyteller.
I think he's a good. I like Fat Boy. I think he's funny. You know,
Yeah,
I think he's consistent. I think he's growing his channel and he's doing his thing.
He does this. He does this for a living, and then he also, I believe, sells cell phones. So I'm going to say something positive about him. I respect Fat Boy because the guy he's putting in some work, right? He's got 2 incomes, right? He sells cell phones, you know, and he also does Fragcom, right? So he's putting in the work, right? And we've all got to respect people who are, you know, putting in those hours to provide for those that rely on them, right? When you've got people who rely on you, kids, your wife, your significant other, right? You know, you work your tail off to support those that you love. So let's go ahead and give him that. He's a provider.
I think I'm going to add Melissa to that shit stir group.
Oh, for
No.
sure. Melissa's
I
a
mean,
shitster.
she's
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that I don't think I'm the biggest instigator. Yes, you are. And Patrick is also in there. Look, the skittish crew. Yes, we are the skittish crew. I guess.
Skittish crew.
But yeah, I do. I agree with you, Remington. I've always felt like I respect hard work, and I think Juan also said that. You know, it's like, hey, you gotta work hard. You gotta put the effort in. You know, because talent can only get you so far. You know, and it at the end of the day, it's the people that show up and do things consistently and work hard and sacrifice. You know, so yeah, exactly, Soto. Yeah. Don't
Clean
take
says-
families into it. Rule 3, number 4. Who's bringing families?
Clean says Fat Boy is the worst.
Sub Lazarus. Yeah. Clean's a very structured man. I don't want to say he's a perfectionist because he said he was a very structured man.
We respect his OCD.
Look, I'll drop the link for you, Clean, if you want to hop on.
Yeah, I was gonna say anybody's welcome. Drop that link, absolutely.
And if you want, you could tell Kevin off, and I'll mute Kevin, so he has to take it. Oh, look, Kevin's doing some shit right here. He's beating his meat.
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna make a kebab, huh?
Here we go. Oh yeah,
Like
work those hands.
This is just
Oh,
a
yeah.
reminder to all the fellas out there to keep your skirts in the kitchen.
I love it. I love it. Real men cook.
Yeah, standards. Yeah.
Real men cook. All right.
Clean's
I love
got
the
standards.
I love how Shvekov was dicing up the squid. I love how he, you know, right now we're just seeing he's getting a fistful right now. Well, folks, look at this. Oh yeah, he's really digging deep.
The best part of this is that Kevin hasn't washed his hands. That's what adds that's what adds the flavor.
He just scratched the top of his ass crack and started.
He smoked a cigar. He shaved.
Now we were hoping that none of that arm hair gets into the meat there. Right?
Kevin, why don't you use gloves, man?
Gloves?
Yeah, latex gloves. You know, like the surgeon gloves.
Get the hell out of here.
What do you mean? Get the hell out! It's bro.
I wash my hands with Dawn dish soap. There's nothing cleaner than that.
Well said. Well said. Well said, Money.
Yeah, the dirt inside of his nails and shit. That's Persian nail dirt.
He was out in the lawn getting at it. He's the lawn don and then comes in and just starts beating the meat.
That's okay. Fire will burn all the bacteria.
That's right.
No, but Remington, like I was saying before, like one time a week for me, I'm good. I think that you and I are kind of the same, but you're like once a month or every blue moon. What's up?
Yeah. There he is. All the stars are here.
I'm gonna
up,
Good to see
Clean?
you, Clean.
How
It's
are
always
you,
good
man?
to see you, bro.
Hey. What up? I realize I rarely do this.
Too liquidy?
Oh, no. Wait, I think I'm hearing myself. Hold on.
Just gonna say, does Clean have a guest?
No, I think Money Burner. I muted you, Kevin. He's busy. He might have been hearing.
It was running.
Yeah, Clean. We hear you loud and clear, man.
All right. It was running on my YouTube at the same time. So I just killed that. Wow, this is lighting. I'm really orange here. Why am I so orange?
The white balance might be off or something. But you know what? You're coming in good, much better than dry downs a couple days ago.
Complexion looks good.
All
It's
right.
all good.
All right, good. Thanks. I rarely do this. I've done this like twice before I get on a stream. I'm like, oh shit, I can't see the chat. I did not bring another device over so I could look at the chat. So at some point, if I get paranoid about what the fuck is going on in the chat, I'll have to get up and get something.
No. It's the light. The chat is lightweight right now. They're just kind of everyone's relaxed. It's a Sunday. They're kicking back.
That reminds me,
I can't even see the viewers. What do we have? Like 12 viewers? What's going on?
No, we got 30.
Oh wow. Okay, do we? Okay. Fair
So
enough.
I would, but that reminds me of Basic on Dry Down Stream. He had some issues with his connection. He was like running back and forth or something. There was a lot of technical issues there.
Yeah, Basic is usually having some issues where he has to put some beans in his meter. Yeah, his Wi-Fi or just his goddamn microphone connection. I mean, look, Morlocco is fucking awesome. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody else thinks about him. No, he's a great guy. But
I think so too.
For some reason, he's plagued. Like, I think there's maybe been one stream he's ever been on where there was not a technical issue on his side. So
yeah.
Well,
and trust me, he's come a long way too. He's always trying to up his his technical, like it's either his microphone, his lighting, whatever. It's always, so the wisdom of Malarco. That's right.
Wisdom of Malarco.
Oh man.
So we
were talking about Dan earlier. We were just saying how he's got a life now, So
he does. Actually, he really does have much more of a life. And anybody who's been in one of the large group chats with him will know that there was a time where like he was all over that chat as well, not just running 3 streams a week, but he was very active. Like there are days now where he doesn't even show up in the chat. Or like 100%. Right before bed, he checks, he does one thing or whatever, or something first thing in the morning, but he's quiet even in the goddamn, Instagram chat that we have. So he's starting to grasp moderation. He's beginning to understand moderation, which is
look when you get lady
growth. We're seeing growth.
Yeah. Ultimate prime. Yeah, man. Dan is out and about. He's been dating for a couple months now. He's causing a ruckus over there.
We got a hottie walking behind Kevin there. What's going on? Oh.
I don't know what the shit that was when I tuned in. There was some gross shit that Svetkov was doing with some sea creature.
It was I was cleaning up squid.
Which is like, I'm pretty sure that's a superfood. So we're going to have to go ahead and give the kudos where it's deserved here. Shvekov has got the superfood tonight.
Listen, man needs to know how to operate with the knife, meat, and the seafood, all around that stuff. You don't give that to the lady. You are the guy in charge in the household.
100%.
Oh, you think what, Dan and Amanda? Long distance.
Ooh, look at Sticks with the I like this take. He needs to long distance limelight last. I don't think she's single. I'm pretty sure
she became single just a couple months ago.
Oh.
And she is dating too, so she's on the Bumbles. And
she likes to be in control. She's on Bumble. She's the one swiping.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Limelight, she knows what she wants, right? She's not shy about it.
Yeah, she shared a bunch about like her deal on
Look
the
at these
stream,
Persian kebabs we got going on right now. This is a hell of a stream.
Yeah, look, you know, put a bunch of raw meat on it, and then he's going to go stab someone,
That's right.
and he's going to go like.
Yeah, but I'm happy for Dan that he's getting himself out there. You know, so
Absolutely. We've all
Yeah.
told him that, hey man, you gotta, and he took that advice, right? And now he's out dating MILFs every single weekend.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, we're seeing growth. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, the number of women in the greater Kent area that smell like either Chypra fulminare or Gravitas essentia, you know, is probably astounding right now. Ones who go home with it on their clothes.
The official fragrance of Kent.
Yes. And I'm stealing that joke kind of from DDLD. He made a joke about the women of Kent smelling like that. So I'm stealing DDLD's joke.
No
and just
shame in
thinking,
stealing from DDLD. It's
Yes.
all right. He's not going to notice.
You
He's
know,
way
if
too
you're going to
old.
steal someone, steal from the masters, steal from the people who have the great lines, you know. So DDLD is one of them.
Yeah, that was a good stream the other day. It was good.
It was.
We had a lot of we had a lot of
Marty in the house.
a lot of topics, and Marty's cooking some stuff.
Marty in the house.
I have not watched a man grab and pump his meat so much, probably actually ever. I've never watched a man grab and pump that meat.
I love it. If we can bring some, you know, erotic pleasure into the streams, why not?
He's
Look at the way he grabs it.
He's massaging it.
You don't think that he uses his own fragrance on the dates? You don't think?
Really? That's
know-
a spicy take, Fernando.
I agree. I think he doesn't. I actually, based on a couple comments I've seen him make, I would say he's going with the Eau Sauvage, the OG classic, like Eau
Me too. I
Sauvage.
agree. Clean. I agree with you.
He's going with, well, like even if they're not modern anymore, even if it's a vintage, he's going with something known to be attractive and clean and non-offensive. That's what he's doing.
I
And
agree.
Eau Sauvage.
He's wearing Koros for sure. Yeah, for sure. He wants to make a statement. He wants to repel them. No.
Now, Aaron, we know that Marty is not a big fan of Koros. So on the days that you wear it, I mean, does she give you shit? I mean, just be honest. Of course. Same with my wife. Same with mine.
The thing. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say this. Like you gave me some samples and you gave me Tuscany. Have you been able to get Tuscany?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got a bottle of Tuscany. Absolutely. I love Tuscany. Absolutely.
Yeah, because the reason why I'm like, I'm wondering why you gave me the sample, and I'm like, because the sample you gave me smells a little bit different than my bottle, you know?
Because it's the vintage.
Yeah, and
did it go bad? You can admit, did it go bad?
I don't know if it's just the sprayer. I don't know, but I'm like, but I had to spray it a few times for it to get to like what it's supposed to smell like on my the way from my bottle. But I'm glad that you have a bottle, because from a big bottle, you can really smell like the essence of fucking the Tuscany, which is one of my favorites. So
absolutely, no,
Yeah,
Tuscany is a winner, hands down. My wife doesn't mind Tuscany. She does. Marty, is she okay with Tuscany?
she loves anything but Koros, man.
Anything, of course.
Paco Rabanne, I think I wore it the other day, and she was kind of like, "What is that?" Whatever. I'm like, "Oh, that's Paco," whatever. She's like, I mean, I've smelled better, or whatever. I'm like, okay. She doesn't like it too much, but
I get the grandpa comment when I wear Paco. My wife's like, you smell like a grandpa. And
that's
I'm
right.
like, that's
King Koros.
okay. That's all right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
smell like grandpas. But yeah, I mean, but I do have like one that are a little bit friendlier, you know, like Giacomo the Giacomo. I love wearing that. It's a beautiful lavender, clove, leathery kind of fragrance. I love it, you know, right?
It's
Kinda
the best.
Yeah.
Giacomo's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to get up to get power to plug this in, so I just grabbed my laptop. So now I can see the chat.
All right. Looks like Eugene's going to come in for lunch. Kevin's not back yet, but I'll let him know. when he gets back.
Eugene's
Coming
coming
in
over.
for Kevin's lunch there of the kebabs.
Absolutely. If I
So,
lived
Kevin,
in Canada,
so-
I would be over. I'd be over at Kevin's like every single day. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to
That's a
Canada
man.
in November. I'll be in Canada. So
Are you going up to Canada? Are you really?
yeah, I have a wedding. So
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
be there. So
You're gonna
We're
go
there.
say hi. You're gonna go say hi to Kevin, aren't you?
maybe I'll try to avoid him. Just say hi to.
Are you going to Toronto specifically?
Yeah, Toronto.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if it'd be good to run into Svetkov and Kevin
Yes. We're gonna make
And Anuj.
and
Anuj.
Yeah.
You know, one time
Anuj was
I
over there in
asked-
Fort Lauderdale for a bit. What happened?
One time last year, I asked Anuj. I was like, "Hey, I just want to know. We all say. I feel like everybody says Anuj. Is that the right way to say it?" He's like, "I don't care how you pronounce my name how you want." But I was like, "But is that the correct way?" He was like, "Well, no. It is actually kind of how it's spelled. It is Anuj." I was like, "Well, then okay. I'll try to call you Anuj instead of Anuj." So.
Okay. So the J is actually more like a G.
Yeah, that more so. I think if I got it right, more so than a ZHH kind of sound, more J than J.
So
Sounds
how
about
do you
right.
pronounce it then?
Anuj
Anuj.
rather than Anuj. I feel like most people say Anuj, juj like that,
Yeah.
which he
Anuj.
doesn't care, and it's so close. Like he's like, I don't give a fuck, right? But I think it is more of the harder JG sound, J, more than J instead of J.
Okay, that's good to know.
But you know what? If Anuj is listening and I somehow got it wrong, please correct me.
Yeah, Flora knows it's gonna be cold as shit in November, but that's where the wedding is. I would ask them to change it, but they won't change it for me.
So weather can be a boring topic, but we've all had some intense weather lately, whether it was getting smoked out with from Canada.
Canada's
Whether-
always causing us problems. They're
I know,
always
totally.
causing the states issues. And did
Whether
you
it's
guys,
been extreme heat.
what was the reason? No one in Canada gave us a reason. They were just like, yeah, some fire started up. Suck it up. Fuck you guys. There was no reason, right? And they all lit up at the same time. If you watch like the thermal imaging of how it happened, it just lit up all at the same time. How did this happen? Right? We get no explanation. Why? Because it's Canada.
Yes, it's Canada. And what's weird is I think they have more forests than we do, per capita, per the size of the country. However, we've traditionally had more forest fires that we deal with. And maybe it's because more of our forests are actually closer to where people live. Canada has a lot of forests where nobody fucking lives.
No, what I've been explained, because I've been asking, my friends from work as well, like, how does this happen? Like, how those fires happen? Why they happen? Because it happens. All those fires happen way up north, where like human foot almost don't get there, and the forests are so dense that the air is like static. So any smaller cause, like even someone drives by, like throws a cigarette bun, boom, flames, lightning.
But with lightning.
So
is
somebody
actually
was chiefing in the
primary
woods up
cause.
there, and okay, I got you.
So
Okay.
and the reason why the U.S. gets the smoke, it's fairly rarely, because most of the time the wind is blowing towards the Atlantic Ocean, and nobody gets it. But by some reason, the wind is blowing towards the U.S. Right? It blows south. That's why you get all the smoke. And if you get smoke, we get it too. Like it comes through the Toronto as well, so we get it too.
So anyway, we've had some interesting weather events, from extreme heat to the smoke, which I'm going to count in as weather. But it has been nonstop raining in Chicago since yesterday morning, pretty much, and just downpouring. Like and never with it getting completely dark. You see there, you can tell that I have light in the sky. Like it's not that heavy black where the sky is just black, but it is not. It is everything from modern to moderate to pretty high level rain nonstop. It has been so, like, we've been having flash flood warnings for the last 24 hours, and today my phone has gone off a few times with that iPhone sound when there's a severe weather warning just for flash flooding. It is so fucking wet. It's really annoying. My dog won't go out. He won't leave the house to pee. So I've got the pee pads down. All the business is happening here because he's like, I'm not fucking going out there. What do you think this is? So
You got a high maintenance pupper there, don't you?
yeah, well, he's got this little he's got doggy autism.
Oh,
So he does. He like you can't really touch him by his head. He's like, what's going on? And loud sounds freak him out. Like if you put a glass down on a glass table, just that sound, he's pacing. So there's certain things that I've just learned I kind of have to accept that this is how he is.
Autism. Interesting topic, right? I mean, is it the vaccines that are causing autism? What is it?
We're back.
I don't, that's a big topic that none of us are qualified to properly answer. But I will say, from what I understand, though autism may have always been around, it seems to have gotten more and more and more prevalent each decade. So, but vaccines have been around for a long time too. And I'm not saying from vaccines, I'm saying, there's any number of reasons. Diet, shit in our food, who knows what. But
good point.
It does seem that it is more prevalent every decade for some reason within modern culture. I doubt it's any more prevalent, in like tribal, in like areas in the world that are not very modern. It's probably not. It's a very much seems to be a modern Western culture
100%
thing.
Yeah.
So,
But okay, I don't know nothing about this topic. My question is, how does the vet doctor diagnoses the dog has autism?
Isn't that like a socially awkward thing? I mean, autistic people are very, very smart. They're intelligent, but they've got this like social, there's a, go ahead.
How
they
identify
might
the
be
dog?
very smart. That's where you've got the, I mean, that's a different thing that can happen. Just because you have autism doesn't mean you're also very smart. You can have a savantism with it that is completely separate from actually having autism. I've got a couple friends who have kids with autism where there's nothing like that, and like their kid will never be able to function in alone or even with a partner, like will always need major care as an adult. So there's all kinds of levels to it, but no, like they have a different name for it that they use with animals, with dogs specifically, that now I don't even remember. But all the people with the dogs and anybody who's encountered it all say, well, it's doggy autism, because it is. If you look at some of the like top 10, if you look at the top 10 list of just basic, not like the super intense autism, there's some really deep things that happen with autism. So, but if you look at like just the lighter, moderate versions, top 10 lists, my dog shares the majority of that list. The same list for humans. The like doesn't like to be touched, gets freaked out, if somebody comes and touches them and they're like, oh, no. Reacts to loud sounds and like my dog paces and he's like, oh my, he's like, oh no, what's going on? No. Like if he were a human, he'd be going, no, And I'm not trying to mock anybody. I'm just like, if my dog were a human, that would be what his reaction would be. So he has many of that top 10 list, same exact thing for humans to the dog. So
It's a pretty decent explanation. I could buy that.
yeah.
Remington,
Back off.
tell me, how is life in Midwest? How is life in your part of the country?
Life is good. Life is good, man. I'm staying busy. I've got a corporate job that I work 8 to 4. I've got a side hustle. I sell in-ground pools, so I'm staying busy. Providing
I didn't
for the
realize the
family.
pools was a side hustle. I thought that was your gig.
No, that's my side gig. No,
So
I've got a corporate job. Yep.
you work 2 jobs.
Yep. I do. Yeah. I've got 2 incomes. Yeah. I mean, it's the only way. I mean, the ideal situation would be, husband makes 75, wife makes 75. But I've said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take it on all myself. I want my wife to take care of the household. I want my wife to focus on my son, who's 11, my stepboys are 22 and 20. And I've been with my wife for 15 years. So, I've just said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take it on. I'm working about 55 hours a week. And it feels great. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It feels absolutely great. When you work hard and you put it in and, it just does something. It does something for your mental health. So, I just don't believe in the 40-hour week. Let's work 9 to 5. Man, I'm all about grinding.
That's great, man. And you're in a fortunate position as far as like you're in a place right now where you're growing and making money and able to provide your family like that. I have a friend, I don't, we don't have kids, but my friend, he just had his baby, maybe like 18 months ago. And, but he's the only one providing right now. But she's home raising their kid. And that's not something to take lightly, so
Yeah.
he's,
right.
that's why I told him, I go, this is the best thing you could do right now, is spending all the time, for her to spend as much time as she could with the baby right now as he grows. And he's just working his ass off,
Kids need mothers, man.
Yeah.
Kids need
100%.
mothers, man.
Absolutely.
Mothers, man.
Absolutely.
Something that something by some reason someone wants to take it away.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think he's going to go somewhere big with that.
Yeah, where are we going? This is you're setting us up right now.
You're
You're teeing something up.
Before you go there, I'm just going to give you a little bit about my experience. The thing is that I came from a 2-income home family where both my parents hardworking, professionals, whatever, and I feel like and we had somebody to help, when my parents had the other 2, because it's 4 of us, and I feel like having that stranger that was there helping us, although I agree, I appreciated it. It was almost like there's a cost to it, because there's that the connection between me and the siblings isn't as strong as it would if that stranger wasn't there helping, because when you're growing up and you have family, you're like, oh, that means we need a bigger house and we need a bigger car and we need all this stuff. So you end up working more and more and more. And it's just like, wait a minute, kids don't really need that. Kids really need to be together and have their family and their mother and their father together for them to introducing a stranger in there is not what you need to do. And they see that now in hindsight, where it's like, man, we didn't need the big house. We didn't need this and that, whatever. Yeah. The connection between me and my siblings would have been a lot closer had it been one of the older ones helping out the younger ones, but my family did have help, younger. And I just, now I look how families, how they do need the parental guidance, very young and a lot, very present.
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
And the younger they are, the more important it is. You nailed it. Absolutely, 100%.
But when the life is so expensive, and
Mm.
both parents must go to work
Yeah.
to provide even the most necessary things, these young kids are left alone. That's why you have
Yes.
a lot of crazy shit happening in the schools,
That's right.
in the neighborhoods, because
Yeah,
they
because the
get
parent
influenced.
because the parent isn't home to regulate, right? Because now they're being raised by their friends and by the school instead of their parents, right?
And if the
Let-
parent, and if the parent sees their kids like what 1-2 hours a day, the parent is actually losing the authority. Parent is lost his parents. That's why we are there until the age of 18 to overrule all of their all of their wishes and needs. If we see them and if we deem they're unnecessary for them, right?
Yeah.
So
Let me throw this out there that none of this is wrong, but it's definitely through the modern lens we have now, because the kids who are left alone, they have the internet and they get sucked in the shit, and it makes it really easy just to get lost in there. When I was a kid, now let me do my best Al Manzano. No, I'm not going to imitate him or anything, but back in the 70s, when I was actually a child growing up, and my parents and I had a single mom a lot of times, but with a couple stepdads. So I'd have just my mom working. It was me and my brother, and then occasionally she'd meet a guy, get married, and a couple years later get divorced, be single, and I mean another guy and get married. So there were different men who came through my house that were all fucking assholes.
Clean,
classic stepdad.
Yeah,
Classic
clean.
stepdad.
I grew
Okay.
up exactly clean. I grew up exactly like you. My dad died when like I barely got 4, and ever since, like, mother would meet guy, would live, some was like jerks. And the thing is, older you grow, like older you become, you more disrespectful you become to that guy, because you realize he's not your father and he has no right to tell you what to do, right? So and this is how me and my brother grew up, but luckily there still was a good foundation by my grandparents, my grandpa, like, again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 year old waking up early in the morning. Hey, let's go, we need chickens. We like my grandparents had like a lot of livestock. They had chickens, they had rabbits, bunch of like ducks. So every morning they needed like a fresh grass. 5 a.m. in the morning, let's go. Oh, I don't care. Get like how you call, like, in English, this when you go and cut the grass, like, how you call that?
I guess that's a scythe. A scythe, is that what it's called? But Americans don't use that. They have fucking lawnmowers.
Yeah. So
fucking
early in the morning.
Canadian shit. It's for these Canadians.
5
No, that
a.m.
was Eastern European for him. At
that time I was living in Europe,
Latvian
right?
or whatever.
So, and I don't want to work. Like, he's like, I don't care. You have to do it, because nobody's gonna help you when you're gonna grow up. So I kind of got fortunate, like, got foundation. But in the modern days, like, young kids don't get a foundation, don't get strong foundation. That's why divorces are they are skyrocketing right now.
Well, so I just want to throw this out there. Like, go back to what I was saying. You're talking about foundation and being put to work. I didn't necessarily have that. I honestly didn't have some big foundation.
But
I
you
was
grew up
the
in a different
70s.
time.
I was the American 70s latchkey kid. I was the oldest brother. I have a brother who's 2 years younger. And, when I'm in 6th grade, even 5th grade, I'm coming home alone, letting myself in, and my brother, I'm eating ice cream the moment I walk in the door, and then I have a couple hours to myself, and like I can go out, and then my mom does get home, and at some point when I was in 6th grade, my mother would leave directions like what to put on the stove or what to start cooking, and then she'd come and finish it when she got home from work. But I was on my own. And then weekends and even at night. Then she's tired and she's, because she's been working all day. I'm outside doing whatever the fuck I want with no supervision. I had so little supervision as a kid, but the difference is we were outside. We would get in trouble by exploring, by doing things, by making things on our own with no adult supervision. And somebody might bring some gasoline. We might be like, let's see what happens if we blow it up or something but we were doing the shit on our own and we never got in bad trouble. We weren't like getting in trouble with cops. We were just fucking kids learning on our own out there with no adult supervision. So, which is very different because now those same kids in the same situation, they just go online. They're on their phone.
They don't want to go outside. That's the problem.
There is something to say about what Mr. Clean just said, as far as like, because when you get yourself in trouble when your parents aren't around, whatever, you kind of find a way to get yourself out of trouble too on your own. And getting yourself out of trouble is really important. That you don't have daddy and mommy to help you. But as far as like what devil's advocate says, got to put responsibility on the mom if it was a stream of assholes coming in and out.
I used to, when I was a younger dude, I used to be scared, afraid to go home for a lunch because I was thinking that my mom wouldn't let me go outside. We would leave like at 8 o'clock in a.m., come back at 10, and we would just run around the city, whatever, like stealing some apples, like just to get through the day, dude.
On a Saturday.
Wait, hold on. You were stealing apples? Like, are you Aladdin? This is fucking awesome.
No,
bro,
it's funny. He's out there stealing apples, and we'd be stealing.
He has a little monkey that he's singing to.
He's got the monkey on his shoulder.
We'd be stealing the what's it called? The things on the car. The
little medallion things in the front.
The medallion. The hood ornament.
Hood ornament.
We did that too.
My wife's car has a hood ornament. You were the dickhead stealing the hood ornament. Oh,
BMW, Audi.
When you're like 10 years old, those hood ornaments look really cool, especially if you collect them.
Yeah, we did the same, dude. We did the same. We're breaking into like abandoned like warehouses and stuff, like running around from the security guard. Dude, it was fun time. Dude. Tell these kids now to go do that.
But then we also had snowmobiles, and like I had a stepdad who was super into snow. I grew up in Minnesota. And so you Canadians, especially, but even Rem, where you live, you guys get the snow. Yeah. I don't know if any of you ever been on a snowmobile, but when you're a kid and you're given free reign and you can take the snowmobile whenever you want and you just fucking go, and like literally, like no parents, no adults, like I'm 13 years old, just on a snowmobile, meet my friends, and they're on their snowmobiles, and we're just fucking going wherever the fuck we want on our goddamn snowmobiles in the winter. That's awesome that we could do it, but some bad shit could have happened somewhere. Fortunately, it didn't. Not with me and not with my tight circle. Certainly, I'd always hear about shit that happened somewhere else with someone else, but kids don't do that now. Kids can't even go to the fucking park and play on park equipment that's actually fun, because it's all been made so it's not fun anymore, so it doesn't hurt them.
Look, I've got to make my son come out. I'm like Grayson, we're going out right now. We're gonna go play tennis. Like we're gonna go to the woods. We're gonna go hiking with the dogs. Like, I've got to take him off of Call of Duty or whatever he's playing. And look, it's your responsibility as a parent to get your kids outside, get them active. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, Remington, my dad was the one that came, and he would just be like, right after school, I'd be, watching TV, whatever, and he's just like, no, you got to do something. You got to be doing something, you know. And he put me on, he put me in judo, and then he put me in baseball, and if it hadn't been for him, for sure, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't be in those, be put in those situations where I could, learn discipline and learn different characteristics or whatever it is that through judo and baseball and everything, So, but yeah, and I'm glad he forced me to go, because there was times where I didn't want to go, and it's just like you got to keep forcing him
Absolutely.
You got to
Yes.
put pressure, not forcing, but pressure. You know.
You've got to, yes, and tell them why. Tell them why it's important.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we've got to get you active. You got to get,
Yeah.
it's important for you to, you can't expect kids to just, it's different. It's a completely different generation. So, and they're all attached to video games and everything. So
Yeah.
you physically pull them off it and you go, hey, we're going outside. We're going to go get active. We're going to go walk the dogs. We're going to, whatever it may be, whatever you got going on. So yeah, man, you've got to, because you are the one that they are relying on. They don't know better. They're kids. Their brain is still growing, right? So there he
Hey,
is.
Rudy.
There he is.
Rudy,
Dude, it's good to see you, Rudy. Yes. It is good to
funny
see
to hear
you.
someone say my name in Russian.
Rudy, как дела?
Funny. Хорошо.
Hey, Rude,
Why not?
you've taken a little bit of a break from Fragcom. I know you still put your videos out. You're still doing your reviews, but tell us a little bit about, how you've been getting healthier, because man, you've gone through a little bit of a transformation.
You look good, man.
You look great.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
And you're frozen.
frozen.
And he's frozen.
Didn't fix.
Yeah, he's frozen. Guys,
Is he in a tunnel?
No,
Well,
he's,
while
he's frozen because
let me just say,
the air
I was
quality
gonna
is
just
so
add
bad in
on.
New York from your Canada fires. It's freezing him up.
I was just going to add on to that last
the
discussion.
smoke is too
before you
dense.
came on, that at least, even though I had the single parent and I had a lot of time just on my own and whatever, I did have grandparents who had a place on a lake that I spent a lot of time on it in the weekends in the summer, or for a week or two at a time, coming and going throughout summers. And fishing, I spent a lot of time fishing with adults on a
Fishing's
lake
great.
and being in
Hell
boats,
Yes. I love fishing, man. Love
Yeah.
fishing.
Let's try this again. Is it working now?
Yeah. You're good.
There
You're
you
good.
go.
Yeah. Just eating right. Keep moving and lift a little bit. That's it.
Hold on. Where's the sexual activities, man?
And Rudy, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, obviously you eliminated the processed food. You're not eating McDonald's. You're not
No.
eating shit anymore. Bingo, right?
No fast food. No high fructose corn syrups.
100%.
No
Exactly.
soda.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
The only time I intake any sugar with in my drinks is I dilute Gatorade. So I'll literally put in 2 ounces of Gatorade, and the other 18 ounces will be water. So that will kind of, it will wet the whistle a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
I basically live off eggs and oatmeal. I eat
That's
those
great.
two
Hey,
things.
better than beans.
Yeah.
I eat a shit ton of eggs. I'm a big egg guy.
100%.
I mean,
As a guy who
Yes.
does not eat meat, because I don't eat meat, but I do eat animal products. I eat a lot of eggs.
And Clean, can you tell everybody how important it is to eat those eggs in the morning? You should be eating 3-4 eggs every single day.
5 in the
yeah.
Organic brown eggs.
Yeah,
They're not that expensive. You can get an 18-pack for $8. Like, don't
Yeah.
give me that shit that they're too expensive. No, get out of here.
And not organic in that the birds ate organic seeds, but organic, like you want the birds who were able to eat insects. So you do want the eggs that come from the birds who can eat everything they want, including the insects that come by them, right? So those are the healthy eggs, and you need to eat them fresh. Eggs are only unhealthy if they sit there and get old. That's where all the bad cholesterol starts. If you eat eggs when they're fresh, they're super fucking healthy.
So I love it. Absolutely. I 4 eggs every single morning. I make my son eat 4 eggs every single morning. It should be just like clockwork, right? So no, it's very important. Go ahead.
And the thing is, like, obviously there's no carbs in eggs, so you'll get hungry quickly again. But typically I find carbs like oatmeal is very fast absorbent compared to, like, a pasta or some other carb. So it absorbs very quickly, and you can eat a decent amount of it. Just sprinkle some cinnamon on it and cut half a banana in there. I literally eat with 5 eggs in the morning, and not too late into the evening, I'll make that again just to crave some of the hunger. because
wow.
I'm not even at a stage of cutting anymore. I'm just trying to get my protein intake at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really do think eggs, from everything I've read and experienced, eggs are the healthiest protein, way healthier than any other meat you're going to eat. Yes, it comes from an animal, so we're still eating an animal product. So provided you eat stuff from animals, eggs are the best source of protein you're going to get.
But
I
the
Better
agree.
best
than eating a chunk of steak. Better.
but the best part about an eggs is that it's like free protein, as in you're not really killing anything technically for it. It's
Yeah,
non-fertilized
exactly.
chicken eggs, so so you're not really hurting anyone, and it's good for you. I mean, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
I have to admit, I am a sucker for bread. I love my fucking bread, and when I eat eggs, man, I can't eat eggs without some toast. I need toast when I
Gotta
have
have
my
Hey,
eggs. So,
that's okay. That's okay. And you're getting your sugar intake. That's you know
Yeah.
what I mean. When you eat those carbs, you want you're taking in the healthiest form of sugar that you can, because it is
Yeah.
going to turn into sugar. So
I mean,
no,
I will
it's
have a
okay.
breakfast that's like 3 or 4 eggs, scrambled. Sometimes I'll poach them. Sometimes I'll fry them. Usually they're scrambled just because it's easier and quick, right? And one slice of toast. One slice of toast with lots of butter. I'm not afraid of my fat. I'm not afraid of my butter fat, especially.
Agree.
You know, so butter, like a very heavy butter, one slice of toast and a whole bunch of eggs, I'm good.
And you hold on, you have to put cheese on top of your toast, man. White cheese.
I don't either.
White cheese? White cheese.
I love cheese.
I love cheese in my food, but now I make a point to not eat cheese all day in all the meals. I will only eat cheese now, like with a dinner when it's in my food, like pizza. If I'm eating pizza, again, I'm not a super low carb guy. So I will eat my pizza or I'll eat my grilled cheese, but that's always I pick one meal where I get cheese. Or I'm just gonna eat cheese all the time.
I've got to put cheese on my eggs. I have to.
How often do you do your grilled cheese sandwiches? On the weekends only?
I don't do them very often. I used to do it once a week. But I probably go 2 to 3 weeks without one now. Like, I mean, I'll let's say 1.5 times a month I'll make a grilled cheese, but I will eat pizza at least once a week.
I love pizza.
So you're cheating on the pizza. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And if I have a lot of pizza and I have leftovers, I'll eat pizza another time in the week with the leftover pizza. So
Remington, you say you do eggs with cheese too?
Yeah. So the way that I do my eggs, I'll do 4 eggs, and then I do Cajun spices. I do like the non-GMO, like the good Cajun spices. And then I use a specific cheese. I love this cheese with my eggs. It's called Manchego. Manchego. Yes, I'm obsessed with Manchego cheese. It's my son's favorite. It's my favorite. I'll put it on anything that you would typically put a little bit of cheese with. I shred Manchego with it. It's a Spanish cheese and it is outstanding. It's a little bit more expensive, but for me, it's worth it.
It's a Spanish version of.
Here we go. Money hates cheese. Money is against dairy.
What? Hold on, clean. Remington, what do you put in the beginning? You put some spices or some what?
Yeah, I use Cajun spices.
Okay.
Man, I wish I had the brand right now, but I get it from Amazon, and it's it's non-GMO. It's like organic essentially. I want to make sure that I'm high quality spices. And I love Cajun spices. I got to have a little bit of a kick to it. But yeah, that's what I do with my eggs, with just a little bit of Cajun spices and some Manchego cheese, and then some blueberries with that as well, and I'm set for the morning.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Clean. What were you saying?
No, I'm looking up, see if I can find it. Manchego is a Spanish version of a cheese that we know with more of a general term. And you'll get some taste differences. I can't remember what the fucking cheese is, but so it is the same thing, only different. It's the Spanish version of something. Yeah. I forget what it is. There is something out there like Munster. I don't know what it is. One of those, but the way that it is with Manchego makes it a little more specific and a little, Okay. Somebody will tell us what.
And it's and it's a very there's no yellow in it. It's a white cheese. All right. So not to be racist here, but yeah, it's a very white cheese. So
I've tried to cut cheese out. The only time I really eat cheese is when I get pizza, but I'm a sucker for feta cheese. Like I can literally sprinkle that stuff on
Feta's,
like
feta's great.
Ooh,
Oh,
anything. Like
I don't do feta myself.
you don't
Really?
do
I don't
feta?
do
Oh,
goat
really?
cheese.
Toast with
Ah.
avocado and a slice of feta cheese, like just quickly if you're hungry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
like
Avocado.
Love
one
it.
of my
Love the
favorite
superfood.
fats.
Yes.
Yes.
Butter
Yes.
and avocado are my two favorite fats. Seriously, I do not shy from butter and I do not shy from avocado. Between them, those are my two favorite fats. That's what most of my fat content comes from.
And that's okay. We should welcome
Yeah.
fat. The fat should be
Yeah.
a part of your diet. The
Everything is-
number
Yes. it
the
needs
number
to.
one thing that you have to concentrate in it on is getting rid of the sugar. If you get
Mhm.
rid of sugar,
Yes.
you are going to be eating
Yeah,
healthier than 90% of people.
yeah, because when you consume sugar, your body burns sugar and not the real fat.
And it uses the sugar as your energy source where it really shouldn't be using it, and you're spiking your insulin levels by doing that.
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
yes.
That's
Hold
the
on,
key.
guys, hold
That's the
on.
key. Yeah.
You don't like Rudy, you don't like cherry tomato, cucumber, lettuce, little
Of
bit.
course.
Yeah.
Listen. Little bit oil, vinegar, and feta cheese. Oh, baby.
Of course.
For me, I would substitute
With
feta
meat, with the
with-
meat, and you don't eat anything else, bro. You don't eat anything else.
So what actually Kevin is making is my favorite meal. It's called lula in Russian.
Yeah, lula kebab.
And yeah, lula kebab. Yeah, it is the best. Like, and my dad taught me how to make it. I mean, he kind of like puts white bread, soaks it in water. He mixes it with the ground beef, and he'll put in slices of onions in there, and he'll cook it over like charcoal, not a gas stove.
Yeah,
or
we
a
don't.
grill.
We don't.
Over real wood.
Yeah, us
For
like
real.
me, sorry, Rudy. Me personally, I don't have a grill. I don't have this propane barbecue. I don't even know how people eat on that. I only use charcoal barbecues, man.
It's quick.
I
It's
prefer
nice. It's
charcoal.
easy, but
Air fryer. Air fryer, baby.
I mean, yeah, air fryer is great too.
Here's
No,
what
come on,
I
man.
do. Look, I'm not
Listen.
cooking meat,
Game
so
changer.
This might be different for people who cook meat. But what I've done the last few years, I have a fire pit that I built myself, and I've just got the bricks coming up. I will build a fire in there, and then I have a grate. I actually took one of the two grates out of my oven, and I made the bricks so that the grate can go across. And I have cooked on the open fire in my fire pit on the grate on top. So that's how I do it when I cook outside.
That's great.
And I've actually cooked pizzas on that out there, like fresh pizza on an open fire. It's pretty tasty.
I really want to make a brick oven.
Captain and Coke. I know you're not a fan. I know you dislike me, but hey, man, I appreciate that. Looking tough with a wife beater. It's not really a wife beater. It's like a
it's a gym shirt. Yeah,
it's a North Face tank top. All right, it's a North Face tank
it's a
top.
tank.
All right, let's hey, hold on. It's not a wife
It's a
beater.
tank you
okay?
would wear
Shvet-
if you're moving heavy weights.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Let's get it, guys.
I've lost a lot. Good. I've not been good. I'm starting to lose weight now. Now I got to start putting the muscle back on.
And that's what I've been trying to do. Yep. Yeah. So, and since I don't know, probably like I'm about 5 months in, I've gained about 12 pounds of lean muscle. So just doing that by eating right. And you don't have to work out. You don't have to work out high intensity. You don't need to work out in an hour, 2 hours a day. Put in 20 minutes a day.
Yep.
That's all you've got to do. And take a day off. That's okay. Right. Even if you're working every other day. Right. But I make sure that I'm working out with weights at least for 20 minutes. And I don't like doing high reps. I would rather do high weight and lower reps, right? So, if you're doing that, your body is responding to that and going, oh shit, I need to go ahead and build more muscle. This isn't cool.
Remington. It's
all
not
you gotta do.
It's not about the size of your muscles. It's about the strength in your arms. How much you can go with them. Okay?
Well, and that's where we get into low weight, high rep versus high weight, low rep. It's also why when I was at my biggest, again, I don't want to sound like fucking these old timers talking about.
You were
I'm
big.
talking
We
about
saw.
five.
We've
I'm talking
seen it.
like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not talking about
Yep.
that. I am 56. I'm talking about while I was still in my 50s. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I would do days. I was usually at the gym 6 days a week, and I would do low weight, high rep days, and I would do high weight, low rep days. I would take the heaviest weight I could on some days and just get as many as I can and do it as many
Yes.
times as I can doing that.
Yes.
But then I'd have other days I'm like, I'm going low weight and I'll just fucking crank as many. And
I love it.
And I found when I did that for a couple years that I did cover my bases in the end. You know, I got great definition and I increased my strength at the same time quite a bit.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Yeah. For me, once I get to, okay, because I want to be in that like 1 to 8 rep range. Once I'm doing something 9, 10 reps, I'm like, I got to add more weight. This is not enough weight. Right. So that's kind of what I've been going off of. And, you learn that from, guys who do this stuff for a living, right? And they all say the same exact thing, right? If you want to do high reps, that's okay. Right. You're going to get more, you're going to get a little, cut up. But if you're really looking to build muscle, you should be using high weight. And you should be in that 1 to 8 rep range.
Yeah. So I adapted the attitude after I actually worked out really hard for about 4 years. I was super committed. And I went like, let's build the muscle. Let's get strong. But now that I've built it, let's take days where I'm shaping it. So,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
That's all. I think there's benefits for both versions of that. However, you do have to get some strength. It's your goal should be to add strength to your muscles.
You've got to shock your muscles. You have to shock your body. Yes.
You got to switch it up. Different workouts, different weights. Always confuse the muscles.
Yep.
Bingo. Try to stay off machines. Try to go more free weights because then you're working on stability. You're working on all that stuff. And you've got to do a combination. You've got to do upper body. You've got to do your lower body. You don't need that many types of exercises. It can be very limited. But as long as you're getting in, 20 minutes a day, even 20 minutes every other day, you're going to see a huge difference.
And you know what? And I'm gonna say there's benefit to the machines. The machines come when you've exhausted yourself on free weights. Now go work a machine and take whatever's left in you now that you couldn't get out anymore. Like work anything that's left in you. And the machines are great for that extra after you've really pushed the free weights to their limit.
Either. I feel like when you get injured is when you have high.
Marcus wants to know our opinion on penile implants. Super random here. Really random, Marcus.
Hopefully nobody here has a personal opinion based on experience. I do not.
Oof. Ouch.
No.
Oof.
No clue.
Men's health type of shit here. Yeah, absolutely, Marcus. Yeah, we're having conversations about our health. Yes, very important.
I'm gonna venture on to say that my opinion on that is, I'd like to think, for the most part, most of us would never need that. Though you might need some help, there are other things you can do without having an implant that can help it. Going even beyond the blue pill, there's other next levels with injections that can be done. I would rather have to stick a needle in there than have a fucking implant. That's all I'm saying.
No comment.
Lily says, I'm checking out. Men's Health Fitness, I'm checking out, Lily says.
Yeah.
Well, this is good because I've been on this. I've been getting more cardio in. Summer came. I'm on my bike a lot more. I'm raising my heart rate. I'm going on some big bike rides. I'm sweating hard, but I have not been good at pushing the heavy weights yet this summer. Whereas I used to do that even minimally, even after I stopped doing it intensely, like I was. From 4, 5, 6, and 7 years ago. I would still do it intermittently. I had my little dumbbells here at home. I'd still pick it up and I'd still drop and do my push-ups. I got bad at not doing all of that. But I'm at the point now where I'm pushing myself on the bike and doing other shit and dropping several pounds now that having this discussion, I'm going to start picking up those weights. I'm going to start doing the other things like I used to do. So let's do this. I'm going to make it happen.
And Clean, you're already healthier and more in shape and look better than most guys your age. I mean, you're in the 90th percentile. So
thank you.
No, man, seriously. Yeah.
In 2 months, I will turn 57.
Look, man, and you look great for your age. You absolutely look great for your age. Yeah. So now, guys, what is your opinion on taking selfies and photoshopping vascular veins in? Oh shit! I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, I'm going to give you guys the secret. Here's the secret that nobody tells you whenever you're talking about vascularity. Now, when you are working hard, look, Ross puts the fucking work in. He puts the goddamn work in, no matter what you want to say, Remington.
Into his arms. He's doing a lot of work for the arm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ross does work hard. I don't doubt he does. I'm not going to talk about him anymore.
We're not talking about him. We're just talking about, random people who might, take photos and Photoshop it. Right. That's all we're
saying. But what I'm going to say is when you do work hard, especially if it's right after that workout, you'll be more vascular than you would have been at any other time.
100%. Absolutely.
You will. The more you work those muscles, the more vascular you'll be, and especially directly immediately after that workout. You put in a pump, you're going to be pumped. You're going to look pumped.
It's not just that
now,
if you drop body weight.
Now, but here's the secret, though.
Yeah.
That's on top of this. You'll be even more vascular, and you will be more vascular throughout the day if you're putting in the hard work, and you also have Cialis running through your veins from beginning of the day to the end every day. Cialis pumps blood. If you have Cialis in your system and you're already working your muscles, that vascularity will remain. That vascularity, you will be way more pumped. Bodybuilders dose before showtime on Cialis to get that vascular pump. So
okay, but couldn't you get the same vascularity pump through maybe just taking pure creatine, which is the most studied? It's the most studied supplement on the face of the planet Earth. There are more studies.
I'm just saying that many men over their 40s, maybe under their 40s, whether they're working out or not, for whatever reason, are often taking Cialis, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just saying, like, it's pretty common for a lot of men to take it. So if you're already taking it frequently anyway, and you're working out that hard, I'm saying you're going to have a very noticeable pump, and that vascularity is going to pop. So there you go.
I mean, like personally for me, like I've never been able to see veins like ever on my arms, and then like after a workout nowadays, like I'll get like one vein, but like just some people are more prone to it than others.
You're right. That's true. You're right.
Like
absolutely.
Like the doctors could never ever find a vein on me. Like I have one vein you can find and they keep using. I'm surprised it's not collapsed.
And I am naturally pretty vascular. Doctors never have a problem. Like it's always just bulging right there where like it's easy. So when I'm working out hard, like my natural, like I do get pretty vascular. So yeah, I guess it's just
a lot of it is genetics. I agree with you 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely genetics. Where the hell is Aaron, by the way?
Well, and what happened to Burner's Kebab?
Oh, there he was. Great timing. Great timing, Aaron.
Just got back. How you guys doing?
Chilling.
We're relaxing. We're having our men's fitness conversation still.
Yeah, I figured it. I just left. That's why
I'm hungry.
Wrenched. I got myself 5 miles in, like 450 calories or something like that.
Okay. All right. Do you find that the cardio is important? That that you really need it in your, your repertoire of, is it something that you feel like if you don't do, you're going to, start gaining weight? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, because I've always found that cardio is not near as important as it is to actually get that heart rate up, train hard, higher weight, So I'm just asking, because I mean, I don't, the only cardio I do is playing tennis, or I'm running through the woods or going through the woods with my dogs. I just don't feel like I could ever just run in place. I mean, I just find that very difficult to do.
So I agree.
It probably is a little overrated. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to keep my level where it is. I mean, maybe I could come down a little bit, but my body is stuck at 158, 160 right now. Like, I cannot get it below 158 whatsoever. And I probably need to up my heart rate, because typically the rule of thumb that I keep when I do that is, one of my friends, he's a personal trainer, and he tells me to keep my heart rate between 120 and 150. That sweet spot there will keep you burning fat rather than muscle. Because when it gets a little too intense, I start to lose muscle, and I'm trying to keep it in that range when I'm on the treadmill. It has the heart rate monitor, and so I'll keep track of that. But typically, I don't know. I kind of almost use it as a way to, when I have cheat meals, of course, like to keep my sanity. You want to have a cheat meal once a week, right?
You're eating that pizza,
to kind of do the cardio to get rid of some of those carbs that I had, over the week or wherever. Like my diet is perfect. Like, I don't know. I can't get my body below like 25% body fat. I'm somewhere in that area, and like it's really, really, really hard. And like most men usually have the extra weight in their midsection.
Yep.
And typically when you keep it in like the thigh, in the butt. But like it's really, really hard. But I also don't want to, like, I see people that do workouts and they go to the point where they're almost like puking. And like I've almost gotten to that point, and it just feels like shit.
It's unnecessary. You don't need it. You don't need to do it.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
I will say, because I'm a bicyclist, I put cardio in a way that I enjoy, but my bicycling is not always attached then directly to when I am moving heavy weights. So when I'm in the gym or I'm moving heavy weights, I don't always add the cardio on to that. What I found, especially once I got a rhythm, once I got used to working out and realized how far I can push it, I realized my fucking heart rate would be up the whole time. When you push hard, your heart rate goes up pretty damn quickly.
Yes, it does.
And as long as you move from one to the other, as long as you're not taking big, long pauses and gaps, just catch your breath for a few seconds and move on to the next one, you will keep that heart rate up. You can do 20 minutes of the heaviest freaking lifting, and your heart rate will be bigger than if you were running your fastest for 20 minutes, So,
I mean, that's how I do cardio sometimes. Like, so I'll do sprints, and then I'll stop, catch my breath, and do sprints again, catch my breath, do sprints again, back and forth. I don't know. They say that's one of the best ways to kind of lose body fat. But, everyone's different at the end of the day. So you have to figure out what works for you.
I love it, guys.
Ultimately, the best way to lose body fat is to eat less food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Eat less. I was just going to say, make sure you're eating right.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, when I say less, I guess I mean less shit, to eat less of the stuff you shouldn't be eating.
Bingo. No processed food. Get rid of all the added sugars. Lower the, absolutely, 100%.
Like if it's okay, I have to change my diet or I have to do a ton of cardio. Guess what? Change your fucking diet if you're only going to do one.
100%.
So one thing I'll say that I've never gotten into really is like a lot of the more typical supplements that people use, creatine, pre-workout. Like personally for me, that stuff gets gets my heart racing way too much. I
Some of
typically
it makes
just
me
like
feel like I'm gonna have a heart
That's
attack.
because that's the pre-workout. Now, if you're just
Yeah.
taking pure creatine monohydrate, no other ingredients, it doesn't have, and there's
Caffeine.
other things. Yes, exactly. And all the
high
stuff that you.
caffeine intake.
Yes, exactly. So
So
I don't take any other supplements besides creatine, pure creatine. Why am I doing that? Because I want my muscles to be able to saturate as much water as they possibly can. And, and when we're talking about vascularity and talking about, the blood flow and everything, creatine is the most studied supplement on the face of the planet. And it's not even close. Nothing else even comes close to it. But the problem is, you get creatine that has all these other ingredients in it, and it's got a bunch of pre-workout shit in it. Stay away from that. You don't want you don't need it, right? So
all I need,
if you are,
yeah.
yes, go ahead.
All I need just a cup of coffee. I'll have a cup of coffee before the workout, and usually that gives me enough energy. Or I'll typically like a good pre-workout kind of meal would be, well, not a meal, it's like a snack, but a Rice Krispie, like a small bite, because that sugar rush will kind of get you going. But obviously you don't want to take too much of it, but just that little bit, it just helps. Like pre-workout just freaks me out sometimes.
Money says creatine is for cucks. I'm going to disagree. Disagree, Money.
I disagree with that.
I'm going to disagree with that. And I'm going to give you the specific one. I get it on Amazon, and it's called Transparent Labs. Transparent Labs creatine. There are no other ingredients. You are taking pure creatine. Creapure is actually what it's called, right? If you are taking because there's different levels, there's different qualities of creatine. If you are just taking 4 to 5 grams of pure creatine every single day, and you are eating right, and you work out 20 minutes a day, or even 20 minutes every other day, you are going to see massive gains. Like I said, I've put on 12 pounds of lean muscle within 5 months, and that's all I've done. I'm not even going to a gym. I'm rock climbing maybe once a week, maybe once every other week, and I just make sure that I get my 20 minutes in a day, whether that's legs, whether it's upper body, whatever it is. I do low reps, high weight, and I've seen huge gains, right? So like my wife's like, wow, like you haven't looked like this since you were 25. And I'm like, yeah, it's just, and it's not even that difficult to do, right?
Dude, you are lean and mean right now. I saw a picture the other day, and I could tell the day before, or it was the day before when I saw you on DDLD stream. I could tell you lost weight, but with the shirt you were wearing, that's all I could tell. Like you look lean.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the picture, I was like,
weight.
oh, this fucker is lean mean. Like,
yeah, no, I've gained weight.
Some lean muscle on there.
No, I'm and I weigh myself every single day. I'm up 12 pounds right now. Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And all I've done I've just taken in more protein, taken in more veggies, getting rid of as much sugar as I possibly can, a little bit of creatine, right? And I get my workout in, and I make myself do it, even if I don't want to. I'm like, no, I'm going to go work out for 20 minutes, and I'm going to work out hard, and I'm going to do high weight, low reps, and I've been seeing gains, and I'm going to continue to see gains. I know I will. Eventually, I'm going to plateau, but right now, I just keep gaining, I keep gaining, right? So
awesome. You know what? It is fun, and we can't, you do this once and you're like, wow, this is awesome. But we're not going to do it all the time, especially the older we get. But when I started the whole working out and losing weight and gaining muscle thing, again, when I was 51, I started at 180 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. I was 165. And then I was 180 again. I traded 15 pounds of fat for 15 pounds of muscle. It was a complete transformation. I got skinny, and then I got big in the good big way. Exact same weight as when I started, completely different body shape.
Yeah, though that's one thing you have to realize something. That's why you should take photos, because even though you're not losing weight or gaining weight, that doesn't mean that some of the fat isn't turning into muscle.
Yeah.
100%. It is important to take photos of yourself. You should be taking selfies, and you should keep them to yourself. You shouldn't post. You shouldn't post them online. You shouldn't Photoshop it. Who are you trying to impress? What are you doing?
I mean,
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm a dick.
there's some big like
We love
lifters
it.
that are on Instagram, man. They have millions of followers, so they make good money from it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I know it's a whole thing. I get it.
You know?
There's a whole look at me thing. I know. I get it.
Before, I never looked at the Instagram stuff, and I never was into this end of it for just how people look. But before I got deep into FragCom, the first thing I started to get deep into on YouTube was bodybuilding stuff and health and understanding, how to change our bodies and understanding supplements and understanding, all that shit. So, man, I would spend hours a day watching that while then going to the gym and doing the thing.
And
Oh. Is it me or is it you? Did Rem cut off?
I think it was.
Are you and I still here, Rudy?
I'm still here. Yeah, I think it's Remington. Yep, they cut his internet.
We're losing. They're dropping like flies. Hey, Rem.
My back. Okay. I really like the guys that focus on mobility as well. Okay. Because you're going to get these bodybuilders and they looked all jacked and they looked all huge, but they're not doing anything on the mobility side. So every morning I have my cup of coffee. I chug my water, have my cup of coffee, and then I go do my stretches. Right. And I'm trying to push myself, to become more, the flexibility is huge because you've got to get those tendons and you've got to get everything, so that everything is working in sync. And I work on balance. Right. So, it's not just, I'm going to lift a bunch of weights. Right. It's, I've got to make sure that my joints are staying healthy. Right. And I will admit, I drink collagen. So I don't know if you guys are into that, but I do drink liquid collagen. And I'm doing that for my tendons and for my joints and, because I'm coming up on 40, right? So it's important. Absolutely. It is important.
Yeah. And tell me about it in your 50s, it's even more. So that's one thing we lose. So that is a supplement I will continue to use. But I have to say, there was a time when I was deep into this where, but I was also doing a lot of supplements and shit for, what's the word for it? I just went blank. Also the mind stuff, the
MCT oil.
Well, yeah, but like, what's the category? The category neurotropics. Like, so I was doing a lot of supplements for my body and supplements that were neurotropics. I don't do all of that anymore, and I got really tired. When you have a few years where you're taking somewhere between 12 and 30 supplements a day, at some point you're like, do I really need to do all this?
What about vitamins, guys? Are we any vitamins? Vitamin B12, CoQ10.
I take my B vitamins. I don't, again, as a vegetarian, even though I eat a lot of eggs, I take my B vitamins for sure.
I take B12.
I left that out.
Fruit. I don't drink anything but water and black coffee. I don't eat fruit. I don't eat vegetables. It's all a myth. Vitamins, it's a scam.
Oh,
it's all a scam. Creatine, BCAAs is long been known that it's nonsense. BCAAs, it's not necessary. It's all a scam. All you need is to eat meat, some beans, and that's it.
Look,
I'm glad you add the beans to it because beans.
I'm going to disagree too. I can look. Here's the thing. You said it's a scam, creatine. Look, if it wasn't the most researched supplement on the planet Earth, I would say, yeah, you might be right. Everything else I can get on board.
Water?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not true. No, it's really not about. Your muscles have to be able to absorb water. They need that water badly in order for them to grow. You're tearing your muscles when you're working out.
Yeah.
And so, you hear these things about, you're just going to gain a bunch of water weight. That's not true at all. I disagree. I've become like super ripped off of just pure creatine. And once again, with it being studied as much as it has been, it's opening up your veins. It's allowing all of that oxygen and you're able to absorb all that water. And you've got to drink a shit ton of water. I mean, I consume a ton of water because I have to, because my muscles need it. And, as far as vitamins go, you might say, well, it's a scam. Yes, you're not absorbing everything that you should be, but there are essential vitamins that we're always low on as human beings, such as magnesium. I take my magnesium pill every single morning. Vitamin B12. I take CoQ10. So, I think that those vitamins, should be supplemented in with, and you eat them when you have a meal. And when I don't take them, I can kind of feel it just slightly, not a big difference, but and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't taken my vitamins in a couple of days, right? So I try to stay on top of that. If you don't mind me asking, Money, why do you think that those vitamins are a scam? Why do you think that all supplements are a scam?
Look at this. Magnesium is widely distributed in plant and animal foods and in beverages, green leafy vegetables, spinach, legumes, beans. You don't need to take no damn magnesium because it's beans.
The answer is always beans with Money.
Bro,
if you ever,
everybody's always like, I'll tell you something, man. I go to the gym. I was at the gym on Thursday, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, "How do you get your abs like that?" Right? And I was like, I just do these hanging leg raises. He's like, what else do you do? I'm like, I only do hanging leg raises and I'll do crunches on the ground. He's like, but isn't crunches like not the most effective? I'm like, bro, don't give me none of that stuff. You get on the floor. I don't care what anybody says. You just do the old school prison sit-ups, leg raises, pull-ups, dips, push-ups. There is no secret formula. Everyone's in the gym working out like tricep extension, lateral raise this way, that way. Bro, do the 5 basic workouts.
Yeah.
But if I see one more guy doing one of these in the gym, like forearm wasting their time.
I'm with you on that one. Totally.
Just get on the treadmill and run, go on the bicycle and cycle, and just do some push-ups and some dips, like just a push-up, and you'll get shredded. And then the diet, people complicate it, man. Anything sweet is bad for you. Stop eating the sweet stuff. Stop eating dairy. Dairy's bad for you. You guys can talk about Mandingo cheese and milk. And
I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up my yogurt or my cheese.
I don't care if you give it
I'm
up.
not giving up my cheese.
It's fine. That. Look, I'm not giving up vaping, right? I'm not giving up smoking cigars, but I'm not going to sit here and say that they're good for you, right? It's okay to eat the dairy, but you can't delude yourself to believe that it's good for you. It's not good for you. There are good things in it. Yes, there's vitamin D. Yes, there's protein. Yes, there's calcium. But you know how much more vitamin D can be found in vegetables? How much more calcium can be found? How much more protein can be found? Like it's like that whole myth about red wine being good for your heart. You know the amount in one glass of red wine, you can get 1,000 times more of it in 3 almonds.
Didn't you just say vegetables are a myth?
Vegetables are a myth, bro. Just beans.
No, but I like this. I think nuts are essential to the diet. I do cashews.
Yeah,
I like
some nuts are essential to the diet. These nuts in your mouth.
These nuts are always healthy.
My blood work would disagree with that statement. The vitamins, I do blood work every month, and I started taking the vitamins that I needed, and it fixed it.
Ooh, see, we've got evidence. Rudy is giving us hardcore evidence.
But,
he gets
but this guy's a weakling. Only weaklings get their blood tested every month. You know how I test my blood?
No, that's called a smart person.
And I cut my knuckles, and the blood comes out. And it's like a battery. That's it. My blood is good.
The jiu-jitsu master has spoken.
My blood has been tested so many goddamn times I can't even tell you.
Oh, we know about that, Clean. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. At what point did you decide that it was necessary to rub cream on your balls? That's a fair question.
Well, on that note, I'm fucking starving. I got to shower and stuff. I hope everyone enjoys their July 4th weekend or is enjoying it. And fuck Canada. And
great.
No, I was just joking.
Fuck, great to see you, Rudy. It was great to see your face, man. You're looking good. You're looking good, brother.
Yeah, and to the chat too. Yeah, it was good to see everyone too. Take care, guys.
Later, bro.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Bye.
Yo, everyone's complicating their life, okay? Just stop. Everyone needs to stop worrying so much about which supplement, which workout, which diet. Stay off the dairy, stay off the sweet stuff, and just exercise. 45 minutes a day is all you need. Even 25 minutes is fine. Even 15 minutes. Just be consistent. The 15 will turn to 20, 20 will turn into 30, and it'll get in your blood, and you'll want to do more. And the diet, the sweet stuff. You know, one time I was talking to Caboose, and he's like, everybody always needs something beige on their dinner plate. They always need something beige, right? They need
Yeah, I do.
bread.
That's
potatoes,
my bread and butter, my toast.
Yeah, they always want something beige. They're like, why don't you stop worrying about the beige stuff? And I'm like, yo, that's true, man. And you know, I'll give you another thing. If you do body weight workouts, this guy in the gym, he was asking me about some ab stuff, the same guy. And I'm like, you know what? I think lifting weights is actually bad for you. And I do it. And I think it's bad for you. I really do. I think it's a myth. It's a scam.
Oh no.
Because listen, do you ever need a rest day from walking? You use your legs every day to walk. Do you need a rest day from walking? Do you ever need a rest day from push-ups? No, you don't need a rest day from push-ups. You can do 500 push-ups one day, and tomorrow you can do the same thing. But when you lift weights, you got to take a rest day because you know.
No, this is true. No, I'm going to agree with you that you have to have a rest day. Yeah, absolutely, because you're not going to gain muscle if you are still sore and then working out that muscle again. You know, you've got to heal, right? And that's how we grow. I'm going to get on board with you on that. But I think too that you have to know your own body, right? Your body is different than my body, right? We have different genetics. And I think that you're doing higher reps because you're trying to get a little bit more cut and you're saying, hey, I want some more definition. And I think that could be an answer. But when you're trying to truly make gains, you're trying to add muscle, you have to do low reps and high weight. And I don't know how you could, I'm not sure how you could disagree with that, Money.
No, I wouldn't disagree with that. That's true.
Yeah, it's a different body shape and a different level of strength. If you only do your own body weight shit, you can be very fit and you can look pretty damn good. But you're not going to, if you want that fucking bulge, if you want that extra, you're not going to get it without.
If you want the what?
Without the.
Just say bulge again. We liked it when you said bulge.
Bulge.
Hell yeah.
Give us a bicep flex. People don't realize how fit you are. Give us a bicep flex. No, do it on the untattooed one because we can't see.
Yeah, but I've lost a lot. Oh no!
Look at that.
No, but you've got definition. For your age.
I need to do a lot more work. This is not good.
That looks good.
This is tiny for me, so I need to get back to it.
Rem, show us. Yo, you guys are looking pretty good.
There's a nice definition. See, I lost that definition just a year ago. I had some of that. I'm losing that now, so I need to get back to it.
Okay. I see you. Yeah.
Let's get it, boys.
Yeah.
That was a narcissistic play right there. That was super narcissistic.
Solo me.
You know what? At this point, I think it's kind of fair.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at now that's a fucking bulge. That's a bulge right there. Money's got the bulge. My wife is peeking. My wife is peeking out the front porch, and she's going, "You should be embarrassed right now. What are you doing?"
Hey, Kevin, do you ever get vascular?
Just in my cock.
Because I don't see you as a very vascular guy.
I do if I really just take it easy on the amount of food I eat, and I do a lot of if I pump myself.
What are you doing there? What are you doing right now?
I do a lot of that.
All right.
Is that the old fashioned workout?
Yeah, and I'm not that veiny. I'm not that veiny. I don't know, man. I don't really do small muscle workouts. I do pull-ups, dips, push-ups, squats, bench, shoulder press, and then I do ab workouts, and that's it.
So here's my thought about abs. Again, if anybody wants to give me shit because I'm not in the shape I was just a few years ago, go ahead and give me shit. But I'm talking from my experience when I was really hitting it hard. Early on, I would pay attention to abs and I would do ab things. But the longer I was working, the more I pushed and moved heavy weight, I was like, I just stopped doing ab stuff. And all I would do was just engage my abs in everything I did. You do pull-ups and push-ups or pull-ups and chin-ups, whatever you do that way, engage your abs at the same time. You're moving heavy weight, fucking engage that ab every time.
Engage
I
the core.
realized
Engage the core.
by the time, after a couple of years and not doing any specific ab, I was pretty fucking cut down there. So uh, abs is not something you have to specifically pull out, I think, as a thing to concentrate on. You just have to add it to everything else you're already doing. Just engage that shit. And honestly, even though you can do it with the weights, with the weighted work, if you're doing any body weight you're doing, especially when you're on a bar, no matter which direction you want to hold the bar, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference which direction you're holding the bar. Your abs can still be very engaged in it when you're doing it.
The abs are the core is the most important muscle group to exercise. The most.
Amen.
There's nothing more important. Your body will thank you when you're in your 70s and 80s.
Oh my God. Amen. Yeah. You want to make a difference in the bedroom? Start working out your core. 100%. I love it.
My grandfather used to go to the gym.
That's also where
my grandfather.
Andy, so that you don't get too winded. You need to go the distance. So cardio also helps in the bedroom.
I don't know what kind of like freaky sex you're having, man. I know like 3 positions and like I barely break a sweat. I'm just like going for like 3-4 minutes, laying down on top of a lady, and it seems to do the job for me. I mean, she's not having a good time, but I'm having a hell of a time. So I don't know what you're talking about.
She's not having a good time, but I sure as hell am.
She's like, why are we using your grandmother's quilt?
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah, all right.
The first time I ever went to the gym was with my grandfather. He used to go to the gym 5-6 hours a day with my grandmother. The first time I was 12 years old and I went with him to the YMCA, and like everybody knew him. And he would just put on gardening gloves and start benching and shoulder pressing. And he was tall, man. He was like 6'1". And he just, they get shorter when they get older. He was about 90 when he passed. So he was upright the whole time. He was perfectly straight back the whole time until he died. And he died of dementia, not of any physical problem. So it's crazy. Like, and my grandmother, dude, 2 weeks ago, she broke her neck. She fell and smashed her head on a table, split her head open from here to here, like the biggest gash I ever seen. And you know how bad a forehead bleeds. This deep of a gash. I was holding it together while the doctor was stitching it up and put glue in it. And then they come back with the X-ray, like her neck is broken. And she was just moving around like there was no problem. Because she exercised every day, 5 hours, 6 hours a day.
Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. And to see your grandma like that.
Well,
it's always tough.
I don't know if you saw the fisherman, the fishing boat.
That's what the fisherman captain.
Yeah, my family is a bunch of very manly men, and the women are very strong too. They're all like 6 feet tall. Kick my ass.
Oh wait, was that actually a woman? The fisherman captain? Is that how strong?
Well, he's here from Oklahoma. He can't, and he said, "You like weapons? You like weapons, Cap?" I said, "Yeah." He shows me like 100 and something guns he has.
You sure he's not American?
He's from Oklahoma, yeah.
Oh, he is. There you go. Okay, not a Canadian. See, he likes his weapons. He's a fucking American.
Well, check out his RV, man. You got to see this thing. It's like a bus.
Oh shit!
You see it?
Oh damn! Okay.
Is he traveling with a rock band?
Okay.
Look, that's his motorhome.
Ooh.
Oh, this guy's the man.
Absolutely. I love RVs. I think RVs are great.
Kevin, that backyard we were looking at with that perfectly nice landscape back there, is that yours? Is that where you live?
Yeah, that's where I live.
Oh, awesome. That's great. I'm very envious of
backyard.
That lovely chunk of land there.
It's Canada, man. You guys should try it out, man. Happy Canada Day. Listen, this
Happy Canada Day.
Headache. But listen, you guys got to just remember one thing.
Trees.
Forget it, man. I gotta go. There's too much going on here. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
This dog is going crazy.
I get
There's
it. Like,
people
you've got
laughing.
company.
No,
Dude,
you've got
don't, like,
company. No, clean.
Yeah.
You're
Don't
yeah,
do
no,
shit.
you're good, Kevin. Yeah, you're good.
Later, guys.
All right, peace, man. Where's our other hosts?
Clean. And then there was two.
Right?
And then there was just you and I.
All right.
All right. Now, Clean, we're gonna have a conversation because I'm gonna ask the tough questions.
So ask me anything, but I'll refuse, but I have the right to refuse to answer.
I'm gonna ask. Hold on, Clean. I'm gonna ask you a fair question. What have you learned? And don't just tell me that don't run streams for 8 hours. What have you learned from your most infamous moment on YouTube? Communication?
No, there was plenty of communication. So this is
okay.
There's tons of communication behind the scenes.
Because look, man, I felt terrible. I felt terrible when it happened, and I was like,
look, there was no lack of communication. What that was a moment where I kind of broke based on how things were playing out in the moment, and based on the fact that I decided to drink a lot, way too much, especially after not drinking for a while.
I didn't know you were drinking that night. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I was fucking wasted that night.
Okay.
So,
all right, we're getting some more insight here. We're getting some more insight.
Yeah.
I have to commend you. You've not shied away from it. You didn't run away from it. And most people would. Most people would say, I don't want to show my face for quite some time.
It's how I felt initially, but after 3-4 days, I was like, look, I'm gonna go back in. I'm not hiding forever. I was like, you know what? I'm not looking to go back on and start streaming immediately or anything, but I'll start jumping in the chat and I will confront whatever needs to be confronted. So
and Clean,
and then here we are.
Yeah, and there was a lot of emotion involved. Okay, it was a raw moment. Okay.
Yeah.
And Clean, you know this. I knew about the quote unquote relationship.
Yeah.
I knew that you were, you know what I mean? And
well, we don't have to say quote unquote. We're only saying that because that's what the other person involved said.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
So, but it was a relationship. So
absolutely.
And I'm not going to, like, Margie and I have been talking. So don't
I figured.
So this isn't going to be. I'm not going to make it a he said, she said thing. I'm not going to throw Margie under the bus. I'm not going to say anything bad about her. That's not what this is. But if you're asking, I was being very honest that night. And
you were being super raw and very honest.
And because Margie and I always had an agreement to not make anything public.
That's what I wanted to address. That's what I wanted to address.
Several people behind the scenes knew. Several people knew and were very aware, but it was never talked about publicly. It was never in the public sphere.
And so my question is, did you have a conversation with her and let her know that, because I think that you were a little uncomfortable with it not being public.
So
you felt slighted and Clean, you had every right to feel slighted. I mean, you had a physical relationship with this woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
And more. And look, and I want to be clear that it was a relationship. It doesn't mean that at any given point, using certain labels that you might put on certain types of relationships would always be appropriate. Nobody was talking about marriage. So I want people to get it through their head that you can have a relationship where you speak all the time. You say things like baby, babe, you call each other sweet names.
Yes. Intimate.
You've had, you can have that.
Yeah.
And still not necessarily say it necessarily means it's going to be X, Y, or Z. So I'm without any other detail and without revealing private information, I'm just going to say
Yeah.
As I said that night, it was a relationship.
Yeah, no,
So,
it
and in
clearly
that
was.
moment, it's only because it went public, and I fessed up. I was like, part of it was because I drank too much, but like some things had been happening, and I kind of hit a sort of a breaking point in that moment, where, I mean, there was a couple things going on. One is, a lot of people have said, "Wow, we really like Margie and Clean Streams. Though they have such a great rapport," and
Yeah.
I would say we really
Chemistry.
did for the longest time.
Great chemistry.
But the last few streams before that, some things had shifted where
Okay.
I thought we were doing everything that we had been doing before in the same way. But again, I'm not here to say anything bad about Margie. I'm just saying that
No, we're not.
something shifted with her. That's
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
And there were certain things we would do on stream and that we had agreed to that suddenly weren't being done, and the way we had agreed to them weren't happening the way I thought they would be, based on how we had always done them and based on things even right before the stream we had agreed on. So
yeah,
I had gotten I was getting tense about feeling like things weren't happening in the way that they had and the way that we had talked about how they should. That's all.
Yeah.
And then because I had drank a lot, and at this point, which I believe I just realized the other night was like 6 hours in the stream, because there's that part of me is like, you know what, 4 hours is long. We could have probably cut it there and had an awesome stream.
Yep.
And it wasn't even at 4 hours when shit went weird, or 5 hours. Apparently it happened at 6 hours, and then there was still another 2 hours after that.
Yeah.
So, and everybody was drinking. And so all I'm saying is that Margie and I had an agreement that it would never be public.
Right. Yes.
I supported that. I didn't want it to be public, as many of you know, and I won't go into detail, because if you don't know, you don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
But there was some public exposure, a year before. And the goal was to never get anything close to that, to keep everything out of the public, right?
So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that maybe you might have crossed the line by all of a sudden saying, you know what, I'm going to make this public now. I don't appreciate
I did cross the line, and I admit to that.
Okay.
I did cross the line.
Okay. See, that's you're a full-blown adult. You are admitting, yes.
I 100% should not have said that. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but I know why I said it, because of my mental and emotional state, plus the drinking at the time, that there were a number of factors that led up to where I suddenly was like, no.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
Yes. Right.
And Margie and I have talked about this. Again, we have dealt and are dealing in our own way. And I don't want anybody to disrespect her any more than I would want you to disrespect me for how I handled it.
I think that there was fault on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was in that moment where I like I said, a few things led up to it. And then I just wish I had answered Allie's question instead of Margie. Had I answered it, it would have gone very differently. And Allie, and the thing is, Allie is one of the people that actually knew about what was going on. And she's talked to us privately.
Yeah.
And all of that. And she felt bad. And it was not meant to be anything. It was the moment it came out of her mouth, it was wrong. She said she asked the question because, as she told me later, she was like, I was just enjoying you two. It was like you guys just seemed like an old married couple, like the way you guys were talking. So I was just like, well, you're in a relationship, right? When she said that, again, I was about to answer it, and I would have been very diplomatic without admitting a relationship, but like, oh, Margie and I are very close and blah, 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 blah. And we would have moved on. Margie was just in a different head frame where she suddenly got defensive about the public nature of it. And it made her push harder on certain things.
Yeah.
Because of that. And again, I don't want to put words in her mouth. If she wants to talk about it, so I don't want to spend time over because I don't want to betray her or anything.
And I'm not asking you to. I'm not trying to cause drama, and I don't want to. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Right.
I think that she's been.
I was wrong, but she was wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
We both did some wrong things. I might have done wrong first, but my wrong was this buildup of various other things that was making me uncomfortable, and then the way it was stated that there's no fucking way we would have however it came out, and I'm not trying to
I get it. No,
like the way it felt to me,
the way it was implied.
I just popped.
Right. No,
and I didn't go out there and literally I didn't even say the extra things I said first. All I was like, no, we did have a relationship.
Yeah, clearly.
That's where it started. And it could have ended there. I regret saying the things I ultimately said after that were parts of things that were part of that relationship. But the reason I said more is because I felt like then she was more defensive and denying it even more. And so it just created this stupid, vicious, drunken circle of a public mess. So
do you think that it's possible?
We both feel bad about the things we've done.
Of course. Do you think that it's possible to have a healthy long distance relationship?
I do. I do. I think it's. I don't think it's realistic to think that you can have a long distance relationship in anything resembling long term without actually seeing each other in person, but like just a virtual long distance relationship. But I do think you can have a long distance relationship that is mostly virtual while still, as long as you are able to see one another occasionally at some point now and then.
Okay.
But I don't know what that means. I don't know how sustainable that is for how long. But I would say at a year, we actually did pretty darn good for a year, considering.
It's been a fucking year.
So
Clean, we all, I think that God, how do I say this? We all felt for you, man. We all felt for you. And I don't know, maybe Margie has been mislabeled as being an ice queen, and it came off cold. And, I think that it's extremely mature of you to admit that there was fault on both sides. And I think that communication, had it been a little bit better, may not have resulted in the way that it, you know what I mean? Because obviously it was more important to keep it private and not public to Margie than it was to you.
Well, it was to me. I'd gone a year keeping it private.
Right.
I just got to this breaking point with various other things that were going on there at the same time. Like I wasn't sitting here like, oh my God, I wish I could tell everybody necessarily. Like that wasn't my goal.
No, because you kept it in for a year.
It was in that moment where I felt like where there were just a few things in the stream that affected me on a personal level, and how the response to Allie's question was handled, that I finally got emotional enough that I just had to break through it. So that's all. It was just a bad moment. And again, we all drank too much, and it all went too late, and it was all very unexpected for all of us.
Yeah.
And I regret that it happened in that way. I do. And I can't speak for Margie, but I'm pretty sure she regrets that it happened in that way too. it's not a moment that either of us are proud of, for both of our roles in it, you know. So
it's not, this is not an easy conversation to have, Clean. I know I'm putting you on the
Right.
spot. So
yes, and I'm trying to do my best to be honest and address whatever is, I think, worth addressing without saying too much and without, you know, Margie's not here, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I do think if Margie were here, I think we could have a very intelligent and normal conversation about it. Not that she would really want to, you know, not that she would look forward to that conversation, but I can tell you, Margie's not stupid and she's not evil.
Of course
And
not. Of course not.
Margie is a good person, and it was just a bad moment and bad timing and just a bad way for both of us to have dealt with it in the ways we both dealt with it in that moment, so and
guys,
it just sucks it happened on a public stream.
Yeah, you're yeah. I wasn't there I didn't catch it live. I woke up early that next morning and I turned it on. She had deleted it by the time I finished watching it, and had I turned it off and stopped, it would have just disappeared into the ether for me, but I was able to watch it all the way through. And
so you at least saw you didn't just see the clips.
No, I saw it all.
Saw the development.
Oh, absolutely. I watched everything. Yeah, because I started the stream early in the morning, and when you delete a stream, if you're watching the stream while it gets deleted, it allows you to watch the rest of the stream. And then when you stop watching, it's gone. And that's exactly what happened. In fact, I went to go make it a comment on it, and it was gone. I couldn't make a comment. So, and I like both of you guys. I like Margie and I like you. My bias is probably a little bit more towards you, and I felt terrible. I didn't want to discuss it with you because I figured a lot of people were probably trying to discuss it with you, and I kept my distance. I didn't think it was right for me to say, but I did have some questions, and I've asked those questions right now, and I think that you've been super honest with us, and very mature about how you went, and that you regret, and it shouldn't have happened that way. And if there was better communication, it may not have ended up that way. So yeah, Clean.
Again, when you say the communication, I just want to jump you brought this up a few times.
Yeah.
She and I had we always communicate. We're very clear on everything. It was just that in the moment, it didn't have anything to do with our communication and not understanding one another.
Okay.
It had to do with being confronted with something in the moment and how we both chose to deal with it. So it wasn't about the fact that either one of us were confused on what we had. It was that we both reacted badly in the moment to dealing with what we had.
I follow you.
Sense.
It does make sense. It does make sense.
So look, I think if you were,
can you pick up the pieces?
Ask her now, honestly. If hey, was that a relationship? She'd be like, well, yeah, duh, it was.
Right.
I think, again, I don't want to put words in her mouth.
Right.
She's not here. Like I said, she's not a bad person, and she does, she's been there with me. We know what we have had. No one is stupid. And that night was not about defining what kind of relationship. It was just honestly no, we've had a relationship. We've been together. We do the things that you do in some kind of a relationship. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I meant.
Yeah.
She was not prepared for it, and so she went a very different direction with it. But it was not for lack of communication. She and I were very clear on what we each wanted and where we came from in it. Even if one wanted more, one wanted less, or there were highs and lows, in the end, we both knew what we had, and we both knew where the other came from. So there was no lack of communication that way.
Well said. I'm going to ask a question, and I think that people in the chat might have this question as well. Are you currently in a relationship with Margie?
I'm currently talking to Margie.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna. You can. I would think it's fair to say that after what happened, everything changed quite a bit.
That's fair.
And that it would probably be reasonable to think there were some periods of times where we didn't talk at all. But I am somebody who is like I don't want like a mistake or like a shitty thing that happened because of a time and a place that might not have happened in any other way to be a defining moment on why two people can't talk or can't understand and relate to one another anymore. And so I've been pretty open about like okay, if maybe we don't need a relationship anymore, but if that's what this means, maybe we don't need that. But I feel like it would be not right to not have a connection just because of how that happened.
Yes.
And to understand one another. I want us to understand one another. I want to still have some kind of connection, no matter what that means and where it goes. And even if it's not considered a relationship anymore, like Margie and I are both part of this community, and we're both going to be in places together.
Yeah.
And I think it would be really shitty just to be those two typical people that say this happened, so fuck you, and now we're just going to be, anti one another and like still think we're going to be in the same spot. No, it's not how I play. Like what happened wasn't because there was hate or true deep disrespect between two people. There might have been some disrespectful moments that crept their ugly head in certain moments here and there, but these were two people who ultimately do respect one another and do like one another.
Yeah.
And do want the best for one another.
Yeah.
And the connection that we've had can't be denied. So I'm not ready just to say like, well, fuck that and fuck it all. And I don't think she's ready to say that either, but I am ready to say that it certainly doesn't mean it has to be a relationship like what we had. Maybe things changed, but hopefully Margie and I can be close as two people that know each other very well here in the same community. So there.
Eloquently put. Yes. Do you guys think that how do I put this? You guys were regulars on Dan's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys not regulars on Dan's stream for any specific reason? Is there, because
he hasn't been doing Saturday nights.
Okay.
And because we were the Saturday night crew, the Friday night crew has evolved. It was Clements and Marcial. It was Morlarco, and then Amanda came in.
Yeah.
Friday night crew is there. Doesn't mean I dropped in. I was there this last Friday night. I came on.
Yeah.
But over time it developed where there were like the Friday night co-hosts. Morlarco and Amanda were basically the co-hosts.
Yeah.
Other guests might come on.
Yeah.
Margie and I were the co-hosts for Saturday night.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There would be other guests, but she and I worked on the curriculum, what we're going to do on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
The subjects, just like Amanda and Morlarco work with Smelly on what the subjects are for Friday nights. So, Margie was having a lot of work stuff going on. So if we go back just the last couple months, it also coincided when Dan started to get busy dating.
Sure. Yeah.
So when he was still doing some Saturday nights, Margie legit had really too much on her plate and didn't show up a couple times. Then she did come back and pop in on one Saturday.
So
with
she
us.
didn't.
and
She
then
did not have a falling out with Mr. Smelly.
Never. She never did.
Okay.
She actually came on one time to say, "Look, you guys, I didn't have a falling out. No, I'm here. No, all is good. I've been crazy with work." So
God
she came
damn
on.
it! Nobody wants to hear a goddamn
Okay,
Margie
this
and
is going to
Clean.
ruin it. This is going to
Sick-
ruin.
Come
this is going to
on.
ruin everything now. So he's just going to change. Yes, I cannot have a conversation with him there.
You want to hear? You don't want to hear Reaper out or no?
Aram all of a sudden just takes his place. What's going on right now? Oh, here he
Well,
goes.
Nobody wants to hear
Well,
relationship
like you were having a good
status.
conversation. I can't have a good
Fuck's sakes.
conversation with him then.
Horrible.
So
things
it
are
just
about to
depends.
go
Horrible.
sideways, folks. Here it's off the rails now. We're
I
about to
just
go
got
off the
home, and the only thing I'm hearing for the last goddamn hour is a relationship status with a man that thinks there's a relationship going on. I don't know what's going on, but last I remember, Clean, okay, any comment that I made on the stream where you were at, you thought it was homophobic because you think you are part of that group. Look, I don't know what you think, okay? I don't know what you're thinking out here. When I make comments, it's for the women, okay? It's not for you, okay, Clean? It's not for you, okay? It's for the women out there that do fragrance talk, okay? Okay? So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Clean,
about
put
another
this
woman.
cuck in his place. Put Reaper in
Jesus,
his
no,
place.
I'm out of here. I just needed to jump in to say something. Nobody wants to hear about a goddamn relationship supposedly that you had.
You gonna run away, Reaper?
Nobody believes it.
Reaper,
I didn't come here to talk about it. I was
Reaper-
answering.
Jesus Lord.
Okay, hold now, but
I did
Reaper.
not bring anything up. I'm answering questions that Remington asked.
Yes, that's exactly correct. I brought it up, Reaper. So throw the blame at me. Don't throw
I don't
it.
give a damn, Remington. You're doing fine. This man over here you're doing fine, Remington. This man over here is talking about a fake relationship. Look, Clean. I
was
know
not
what
a
you
fake
are. I
response.
know what you are. I know what the group you hang out with is, and I'm okay with that. Whatever you are,
The
Clean,
group-
I'm
you mean
okay
the
with.
group I hang out
You have
with
to
on the
understand.
gayest- on
I'm
the
American.
gayest stream
I'm
on
American.
Pride Month?
Reaper,
I'm American,
Reaper,
Clean.
take it back. You called.
I'm
you
American,
said,
Clean.
Hold on now, Reaper. You were one of those within the community, and hey guys, whether you like it or not, Reaper's a part of the community. He has said, Reaper, you have said,
I'm wearing a pink shirt right now.
what? Hold on.
For God's sakes, okay? Who gives it?
But Reaper, you've
if
called,
anybody is-
you've said that Mr. Clean is gay. You were part of the whole.
I don't have to
You said that.
say nothing. I don't have to say nothing.
And we
The
all
frag
know
com-
for a fact that is completely
com.
squashed. We know that that's
Look, the frag com should know, okay, who is flamboyant, who isn't, and that's okay. There's certain people that are like this, and certain people that aren't, and that's okay. Everybody has a different personality, man. We're here in America.
Clean,
You have to
put this
understand,
cuck in his
everybody has
place.
different
Put him in
color
his
skin.
place.
No, he
Reaper
doesn't
don't know
need to. He
shit.
doesn't need to because
Reaper,
he
I
doesn't
own your
need to
channel.
because at the end of the
I
day,
own your channel, Reaper.
look, at
You
the end
know
of the
that.
day,
You have
at the end
nothing
of the
without
day,
me.
okay, Clean. Don't want to hear about no relationship with you and whatever happens or whoever it is. Nobody wants to
Reaper.
hear.
No,
Okay, we want to hear about fragrances. Okay, this is frag com. This is not drama. Kim Kardashian com.
Reaper. These are life discussions. Now hold on. This is not just a fragrance stream. These are life.
Because Clean stands back when Money Burner gets bashed. He stands back, and I think it's cool that Money Burner can hold his weight. He's a masculine man. Remington's a masculine man. Clean, what are you? What are you? Clean? Jesus, every time I comment over there talking about supposedly a comment that you think it's what is it? Anti whatever it is you say. There's no anti nothing, man. I'm American. I believe in a person that if they feel that they want to wear fucking pink shoes for the rest of their life,
you know
let
what?
them do that.
You're the American who's anti a lot of things. I've heard you go.
That's what you
anti-Disney,
think. That's what you think.
Marvel.
That's what you
You're
think.
Anti a lot
I
of
can't
things.
stand Disney. Okay, but it doesn't mean that I hate Disney. I just can't stand Disney. Okay, I'm not gonna watch another Disney movie. So Clean, look. Okay, you're from fucking California. I ain't from I'm from Florida. Okay,
He's
this
from
is
Chicago.
I'm in Chicago.
He's
Okay.
in Chicago.
Well, you act like you live in California. Okay, look Clean. You used to come onto my channel. You used to be cool. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. Hey, I don't know what happened there, but I don't hate you. I don't anything you. Okay, I don't even think about you.
Reaper,
can
you know what?
Reaper,
I don't anything you either right now.
Good, because I don't even know
Reaper,
you.
Reaper,
Jesus
can you at
Lord.
least admit? Hold on, Reaper, can you at least admit that you were wrong about Mr. Clean being gay and that he's clearly not, and
Who
that
the hell said anything?
he
Who
was
the
smashing
hell?
Margie. It is what
Look,
it
man,
is.
you see,
right?
Remington, you all about the hype. You all about the hype. You don't know.
I'm not
you
about
were
the
there.
hype.
Were you in the room? Were you in the room when any of this happened? Were you in the building when any of this happened? Look, man. Look, Shakespeare's a great. You know, there's different books. They're beautiful. But did that happen? I don't know. I can
It
tell you, cleaning
happens.
this
Stop
woman,
it.
clean this woman. There's nothing. There's nothing there, man.
Reaper,
If-
hold on. No. Let's turn it
There's
on
nothing
Reaper.
there.
If you were Reaper, hold on real quickly. If you were in okay, I'm not going to call it a relationship, Reaper, for your sake, but let's say that you were talking with a woman intimately, that you did.
I wouldn't bring that to the live streams, okay? I wouldn't talk about it with people online. I wouldn't.
But Clean
okay?
admits that there was drinking involved, and it was an 8-hour
They
stream.
met on the live
That's all.
stream.
That's all.
They
That's
met on the
all
live
hog-
streams, and then they
that's
met
all
in real life. They
Hogwarts.
met in real life.
That's all
It-
Hogwarts shit. You know what
Oh,
Hogwarts shit is? That's
Hogwarts?
Harry Potter, Disney World shit, okay? Made up
Hogwarts.
bullshit. Made up
Hogwarts.
bullshit. Hogwarts shit.
None
okay?
of it's made
It's
up.
all look, man.
Reaper.
Look, you believe you
Hogwash
hey,
or Hogwarts?
look, Remington. Remington likes Spider-Man, okay? You believe
I
in
do. I like
Spider-Man, okay? I don't like Spider-Man, all right? So I'm just telling you that right now. We're two different people, man. I see a mirror, and when I look in the mirror, I see myself, okay? When Clean sees the mirror, he sees everything. He sees colors. He sees yellow, blue, green, everything, okay? I'm just saying,
Wow.
I'm from the 305. I'm from the
I think
305.
that
I see
makes
how it
me-
is. See
This
how
is
it is.
another.
Hey,
I
I'm
just-
as blunt.
weird
I'm as
to see
blunt as can be out here.
Clean.
Anyways, look,
Insult this
Fragcom,
prick.
Fragcom, you need people like me, okay? And I don't even have a goddamn camera on. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
it's fine. Look, I don't have
Clean,
the
I
hate
think you
for
won
Reaper
that.
that I had
think you
last
won.
year. I like he said, I don't have anything for you. It's okay. I actually wouldn't mind being around him once in a while, but if you're trying to have a serious conversation, he's not the right one to drop into that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit! Wow. Well,
So let me ask you, you put up a bunch of polls. The first poll I was not very happy about because it was kind of a one against the other. I'm not going to ask you about the first poll, but I do want to ask you how the poll turned out about would you like to see Margie and Clean stream together again? How'd that poll do?
Yes. How did it do? Money, you're on mute.
It's because the dog is barking.
Oh,
But
okay.
I want to know. People feel that Margie was more wrong than you. You're here apologizing, taking accountability. We haven't seen anything from Margie. When is that going to
Ooh, that's a fair question.
Right. But also, like, nobody's here to throw Margie under the bus either. So, that's like, let's not make it that it has to be one against the other. And Margie can do what she needs to do in her own time and her own way to do that. So we'll see.
Clean.
But-
If Margie was here, is it safe to say that she would agree with a lot of the things that you said?
I'm going to say I would like to think so. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. I think you guys are on two different pages, bro. I'll be honest with you. I think
then you weren't listening. You weren't
I
listening.
was listening. I was listening very carefully. I think in your head it's one thing, in her head it's another.
No, what did I say? Then see, that's why I say you're not listening very well.
Okay.
Because I
Okay, here we
said,
go.
and I don't want to go deep. I'm not going to drag up personal stuff, and don't try to make it go there. I will fucking shut this down and walk away to avoid that if I have to. But
Well, you're not going to shut it down. You're just going to walk away. Let's just get that.
That's what I mean.
All right.
Let me just say again is that you can be in a relationship and at different times, two people can have different levels of what type of relationship, what that relationship is to them,
Are you deluding
what they
yourself,
want, but we can be communicating at the same time about that.
I don't know why you're agreeing, Remington. This sounds like a man deluding himself. Dude,
No.
you can want different things, but it is one thing.
But
you may understand different things because one of you is trying to delude yourself.
No, in the end, dude, the original question is basically the first question that started it. Is it a relationship? I am saying it's a relationship. If you're in it, if you're still doing all these other things, but you have conversations on what kind of relationship you want it to be and where you want it to go, you can have those conversations internally and sometimes want different things. But it is still a relationship while you're doing that and having those conversations.
Yeah, that I agree with. But
And that's what I was trying to say the whole time.
But the first thing you said was that you can be in a relationship with someone, and at different times, both of you will think it's something different.
No. Look, here's the thing. No, you're misinterpreting, and I think it's being misinterpreted based on how it came out that night. No. She and I both knew 100% what each one of us. There was never confusion on what the other wanted. Neither of us were ever confused as to what our relationship was. So you can be 100% on understanding one another while still sometimes like, well, I wish we had more of this, or like, hey, I want this. Oh, I don't want this. You can do that while still understanding one another and understanding what that relationship is.
Can I give my opinion? Just conjecture.
It's okay. Go ahead. Fair.
Yeah. I think this was two people, one in their late 40s, one in their
I actually don't want your opinion right now because I don't want it on record, and I don't want to be. No, I really don't, because this is going to turn it into shit. This is just going to create drama. Remington asked fair questions. Remington asked me fair questions that I tried to answer very.
I'm not even asking you a question.
You did.
You're about to create opinions that will just create drama. You're going to be like, well, I think blah blah blah, like, and it's just going to stir up shit.
What do you think I'm going to say? What do you think I'm going to say?
I have no idea, but you're going to say whatever your opinion is.
Yeah.
This was a conversation not about opinions, but about what actually happened.
Oh.
Like what really happened there.
I don't even think you know what really happened.
All of that as honestly as possible. This was not opinions about who is good, who is bad, who wants what.
I'm not going to say that either. I was just going to give my opinion of what I think would happen. Yeah, I said it's my opinion. So here's my opinion. I think this was two people, one in their late 50s, one in their late 40s.
He's in his mid 50s. He's in his mid.
No, he's 57. It's after mid.
In 2 months, I turned 50.
Still mid 50s. Yep,
All
he's
right.
mid.
So
He's mid, and she's in her mid 40s. Okay.
Fully grown people. Too late to have kids. Ain't nobody gonna get married.
Wait. Stop right there. Too late to have kids. How about two people who never wanted to have kids? They never wanted. Like, don't make it like it's a fucking medical issue, dude.
I didn't say that. It's just too late to have kids, though.
Margie's on record saying she never wanted kids. So don't make it about, too late to have kids. See, you're taking it somewhere it doesn't need to go.
Kids are irrelevant in this conversation.
Irrelevant.
Yes. But regardless, it is too late to have kids. So there's no family idea here. No one's thinking about getting married and having kids, right? It's just two people.
And Margie has said she's never going to marry again. And I think Clean has also said, I'm not going to get married again.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
so far, my opinions are correct, right? It's just two people who don't plan on getting married, don't plan on having kids, right? Both of you are rich as fuck. You're both successful. You both have your own thing going on, and you live on opposite ends of the country, right? So one is in California, one is in Chicago. You're just two people who probably love bomb each other all day, and you're into some fantasy relationship in your heads. And this is my opinion. This is my opinion. Let me finish.
Fantasy relationship.
Yeah, not a fantasy relationship. No, let me finish. It's a long distance relationship.
No, it's not.
Money.
No, it's not. It's not.
That is a long distance relationship, Money.
That is
a
relationship.
And I asked the question, is it possible to have a long distance relationship? Which was a fair question, and Clean answered that.
They're pen pals who met once. That's what it is.
Twice.
Okay.
That's what I
and
think.
They spent time together. They were intimate together. They were physical. They exchanged bodily fluids. Okay. God, no, seriously, no. This is.
You know what?
I don't want to muddy this up. We were having a healthy conversation.
I want it to be healthy, but I'm sick and tired of everyone dancing around the issue. Clean, if you were smart, you would have treated the relationship like what it was. It was just a piece of tail that you could enjoy when she comes down to your area, and that's it. But you're getting too emotional, you got too attached, you put her on a pedestal, and you blew it. Sorry, bro. I love you. But that's what happened.
Hold on. You can't say that he blew it. They're still
He
talking.
did blow it.
He didn't blow it. That's
You
not
blew-
true.
You blew the scene, dude. You
She
should've
just
kept it the way
didn't want it
was.
to be public. She didn't want it to
And
be
that's
public.
how
And-
he blew it. You should have just played it cool, man.
and he admitted, and he takes full responsibility and accountability that he regrets making it public because it was an 8-hour stream where he was drunk and he doesn't usually drink. And I think that those are all fair things, right? And I believe that Margie was really taking more of the brunt of it as being labeled as an ice queen. Like, man, this woman just has, so look, I don't want to muddy this up. Okay. I think that we were having a very healthy conversation. And I think that
I
chat.
don't want to sit here in a conversation where Margie's not here, where this is what I'm not comfortable with, Berner. The conversation I was having with Remington, at least we could do it sort of on an intellectual. Now it's so opinion-based and that it's actually very unfair that Margie doesn't have a role in this conversation. I am no longer comfortable having it now that it's gone there. Like, everybody's cutting out.
Yeah, I was cutting out. I didn't hear. I didn't hear what just happened.
Yeah, I'm saying that
He said he's not comfortable with this conversation anymore.
Yes, because it's not fair to Margie to be talking about her or us in that way without her as part of it.
And I did not want to do that. I don't want to. Yes.
It started out as Remington asked me questions that I could answer in a very sort of logical and just responding to where I was and where it wasn't about Margie so much. You are now making it as much about Margie as anything and opinionating on like what it was for each of us. And that's where I'm no longer comfortable because she is not here to defend herself on it.
That's fine. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. It's a stream. You want to talk about your relationships on the stream, and I have an opinion.
No, I don't. I didn't come here and say let's talk about.
He didn't ask for it. I brought it up.
Well, he answered it. Bring something up. I don't want to talk about it. I just won't talk about it. It's called discipline, self-control. You can't be a baby. You can't bark like a dog and then piss like a puppy, man.
Have I been a fucking baby tonight?
He hasn't been a baby.
I'm supposed to answer questions as honestly as possible. I did not come here to set out to talk about it, but I chose to answer the questions as honestly and fairly as I could.
Yeah.
You are now taking it somewhere. You're turning it into the drama stream now, Kevin.
No, I'm just giving an opinion. You don't even have to comment on it. It's your choice to react. You react, you lose. Rule number 6.
Rule number 6. Fucking A.
It's just an opinion, bro. I didn't ask you any questions. I just said it's my opinion. I could say it in the chat too. What's the difference? Would you rather I said it in the chat?
All right. I'm going to mediate. Okay. I'm going to pull a DDLD right here, and I'm going to try to mediate. Okay. So I think that this subject probably has reached its expiration date as of right now. And I think that we probably need to move on to another subject because.
Sure. But I know we're not supposed to like let the trolls and the assholes in the chat, and we're supposed to ignore them or they win. But Diggler.
Oh, don't even bring up his name, Clean. Don't bring up his name.
Oh,
the chat is undefeated. Rule number 5.
Yeah.
You can fuck
Leave
the
it
fuck
alone.
off
Leave
twice
it.
a week. Twice a week.
Diggler. The Diggler.
He can fucking shove it up his fucking dirty
I didn't
ass.
even know he was still around.
But Clean, can he eat fuck? Can he eat fuck?
He can eat the biggest fuck. Diggler can eat fuck.
You heard it here, folks. Diggler suck a big old fat veiny.
He can take
real
2
big one.
seconds
Yeah.
and eat more fuck on top of that fuck.
Yep. Here we go.
And take a big dirty bucket with the fucking little kids from his child's garden, like
Off the
sandbox,
Oh, God.
that's full of little dirt, and the fucking sun has washed off the little play kids on the bucket, and he can take that bucket and can fill it with more fuck, and he can eat that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus said grilled cheese, greasy fuck. Eat a bucket of eat fucks. I love it. Look, guys, we have to give kudos to Clean. He has.
Yeah,
been
I was going to say
seriously.
Clean,
no,
Clean, thank
Clean,
you for
seriously.
going in depth
Yeah.
with what we were talking about.
Yep.
I don't agree with Reaper. I was curious about everything that was going on. I like you both together on streams. It was unfortunate that happened. You have your definitions of a relationship and what's going on. And I think you're bothered by Kevin's opinions and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys, settle it. That's a personal issue between you and Margie and stuff,
Yeah.
And it's clearly being settled. Yes.
That's why I'm okay with trying to answer questions on some level, but because it ultimately is me and Margie's not here as part of this conversation. That's why I don't want it to go deeper with all the fucking opinion based
No,
shit.
but here's the thing, Clean. The
Like,
other
you
day
wanna
we were on
interview me,
DDLD stream.
and you
Hold
wanna
on,
talk,
Clean.
like,
The
fine,
other day
but-
we were on DDLD stream, and I said I don't like to have another man spend time with my woman. And you said, how is she still with you? How you're so controlling? So you gave an opinion. I didn't react.
Yeah.
So I'm giving my opinion. Why are you reacting? What's the difference?
No. Well,
like, you know what
no.
you want?
I
You want
was-
everyone to just agree with you, everyone to be on your side all the time.
No.
And then when
Because-
someone disagrees with you, you have a
that
little
was about
hissy fit.
Concept. That was about a concept. You brought your personal
Not a
thing.
concept. It's the actual way I conduct my
The
relationship.
concept was, should your partner, woman, man, depending which you are, let's just say as a man, should you let your girlfriend, your wife, your
Yeah.
female partner,
Mm-hmm.
go and spend time with their male friend alone?
Yes.
That was the topic. That was the
Yes.
concept. You came in and expressed your opinion. I came in on that topic and said, the fuck, I'm really.
You said what?
to the topic.
You said fuck. No, what did you say?
You are responding and giving your opinion on two people's personal lives.
Okay.
I was responding to a topic on how could anyone who doesn't, if you don't trust your partner to go out with them, if you're not for it, if you're totally against it, then that means you don't have trust with your partner.
Right.
I was speaking on a conceptual level. How can you,
wait, is it conceptual when you said, how is she still with you? Is that a concept?
Clean. Did you say that to Money?
Maybe I said that.
Maybe I said it. Wah.
Well, it goes back to what Remington was talking about earlier about us taking criticisms. It's just like, hey, listen, Money can go and hide and have all these criticisms behind, or he could just say it to you and talk to you about it, and his opinion. And I don't think it's coming. I mean, I don't know how Kevin was coming out. It didn't seem like he was coming out as a very mean. I think he was really trying to put it all in a nutshell what his opinion was.
Kevin is not mean. I would never say Kevin is mean. Kevin is not
Yeah. But his opinion was like, I think he was kind of
reckless.
I think he was, but Clean. I think he was trying to put it in a nutshell what he thinks. Mid-40s, mid-50s, putting things into perspective.
I know, but this is where I get
kids.
uncomfortable because Margie is not here, and I don't want to be in this situation.
Yeah, got it.
I respect that.
In a situation where I got caught up in something that she did not have a chance to defend her own thing on. That's where I get uncomfortable, and I hope that is a reasonable thing to feel.
That's a mature standpoint, and we can all.
Because no, I don't agree with all three of you right now. I don't think it's a mature standpoint. You were comfortable enough to parade it on one night. Then you want to make streams.
I wasn't parading.
He didn't.
And then tonight, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Come on, give your head a shake, man. Sorry, I'm the asshole.
Now this is Kevin. Kevin is never mean. Kevin is not a mean guy.
Sometimes I am.
You were appropriately mean to a couple people. I saw that happen. You were appropriately mean to Cuddles a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago. That was very appropriately mean. But one thing we've talked about, Money, behind the scenes before you stopped communicating with me in the text messages, that I said to you, and I meant, and I see like that sometimes our biggest strengths, and I brought this up on a DDLD stream a couple weeks ago or so. Sometimes the things that make us really awesome, that people love us for, our superpowers, can also be taken to a point to where they're our biggest faults and our weaknesses at the same time. and I'm going to say Burner's biggest strength and superpower is that he has fun and he doesn't want to take everything seriously. And that's one thing that we really love about Burner. But where it breaks down and where you can have trouble, where it can become the weakness or the fault, is when there are certain things that it is serious to you, it is serious to the other person involved, and he's saying, "Oh, don't take it so serious, bro." And that's sort of what I feel is going on here, is where right now is related to that concept.
Yeah, Clean, you're a hypocrite because you don't want anything to be said about you and Margie, but you're more than comfortable to let these fucking losers on the smelly stream to bash me, and you go in the hee and you hee with them. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
No, I've said
what are you
straight out on
talking
Smelly
about?
Stream before.
I don't give a fuck.
That Burner's
Dude,
okay.
you're just a baby. You're a big baby who has to have everything, white walls all around.
No name calling.
No, I'm going to call him a big baby. So you're being a big baby. You just want to have everything roses and dandelions for you. But if anybody else, you're a fence sitter. You're a fence sitter. You know what?
No, it wasn't about me. This was not about me tonight. The reason I stopped this was not because of me. It's because Margie is involved and she's not here, and I don't think that's fair. I stayed. I was in the conversation when it was about me. Once Margie was more of a topic, that's when I said I am not comfortable anymore with that. Yeah. So
you're more than comfortable to bash me on your stream with Alex Pearl and everybody.
Can we bring DDLD in?
Big sensitive pussycat. All right.
No, hold on now.
Fuck you, Money. Burner. Fuck you, Money Burner. Remember that, Clean?
I'm old. I don't have a good memory.
Hold on now, Money. Are you breaking your own rule? Private conversations backstage?
This wasn't private. This was on the live stream.
Okay.
This was all done on a live stream.
Which one? Because I probably had a reason for
the
it.
one with Margie and Alex Pearl.
Exactly. Fuck you. You were fucking. That was extremely rude. You were very rude. Extremely rude, and I don't regret anything I said that night about you.
That's good.
That is, but no, seriously, dude. I like you. I want to be here. I want to be able to hang out with you. I want us to be able to like chat behind the scenes and message one another once in a while. I want to send you my links to the fucking cinnamon gum you wanted when you were on Margie's stream. You were like, how come there's, I'm like, what do you mean? There's plenty of, I sent you a bunch of links to cinnamon
toothpaste.
No, you said gum, and then you were like mouthwash and toothpaste. First you said gum. But anyway,
pie Clean. I like you, man.
I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to get you your cinnamon taste in.
And I'm trying to help you out. Quit putting that pussy on a pedestal.
What the hell?
What in the
hell?
He
just fucking rage quit right there.
Oh my gosh. What in the hell just happened? Oh boy. Well,
anyway,
what happened? Sure. Was DDLD here for a second? What happened?
He was here for a second.
He was in the chat a little while ago.
Anyway, I was hoping he would join. Maybe we could have a conversation.
The link is there if he wants to hop on.
But I think he's right that you changed the name to Drama Code. Like I did not come on here for drama, honestly.
You did not.
To make it.
Nope.
But I'm also okay. It's okay to have difficult conversations.
Yes.
But you have to draw the line when there's somebody else involved and they're not part of it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern.
I was trying to toe the line. I was trying to, and I didn't want to.
Fair. I think
thank you,
fair.
Clean. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I believe that I asked fair questions, and I didn't want to put you on the spot. And you nailed it. She's not here to talk about it, and so we can't hear the other side of the story. But yeah, look, man.
But I want you guys to know, no. Like we're not like there's no battle behind the scenes here. In the 3 weeks that have ensued since then, there has been some adult talk. So just know that like this doesn't have to be a Margie versus Clean thing or anything like that.
Right.
And we can all admit our faults and the things and the way it played out.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
and people have asked, well, where's Margie? Or like like I said, like everybody has to do shit in their own way, in their own time, and whatever. So, you know, Margie's still part of this community, and if
She
you
is.
loved Margie before, hopefully you still love her in some way, in that, you know, she's still part of your Fraycom, you know, loves, you know.
Yeah, and look, relationships within Fragcom can work. Look at
Yeah.
Patrick and Arby; they're getting married, right? You know, and I'm not trying to imply anything, but I'm just saying, you know, Fragcom relationships can work, and long distance relationships can work.
Hills and Yara.
Hills and Yara.
So let
There
me
we
ask
go.
you,
Great,
Clean.
great example.
I brought in Reaper last time because I know that he was in the chat on DDLD's stream and he was talking a lot, and I thought maybe you guys could have a word. He's backstage right now. Would you like him to hop on so you can have?
I don't care. It's at the point of the conversation he came in when I felt like it was
okay. You don't care, all
serious,
right?
But we're at the point where it's all broken down. So
All right. Well, he just left right now, but I thought maybe you could have like some final words with him or whatever.
I literally I don't mind. Don't not have him on because of me.
Okay. Well, Reaper, you come back on.
Said you're not anything to me. I was like, yeah, I guess you're really not anything to me. I don't hate Reaper. I don't. I have no hate for him.
I like that. I like that you said that, because hate is a strong word, right?
Yeah,
I don't hate Ross. I don't hate Ross Carlos. Do I dislike him? Absolutely. I dislike narcissists. 100%. I dislike people who are complete dickheads to their viewers and their subscribers. I dislike people who aren't genuine. They're not.
Hey, whoa! I just want to let you know somebody's backstage.
Okay.
Somebody's backstage right now. Is it okay for him to come in?
Okay, Reaper, you are here.
Reaper, what's up? You're here.
This
Reaper,
is some Hogwarts shit right now. Okay, Hogwarts shit out here. God damn. Okay, I brought him on. Okay, Money. He's good. He's on. I brought him on. Is it okay? Is it okay? The money's on, Clean?
Yeah, it's okay, man. He likes me. I like him.
Man, nobody out here was talking to you, Monty. Jesus Lord. But look, man. Look, Hogwarts shit is what happens in Fragcom. Straight up. All right? Straight up.
Yo,
Hogwarts shit.
Listen, I like Ross. I don't know why he gets all that hate.
Wow. You want to have that conversation, Money?
It was happening before I got here.
Wow. You like Ross. Go ahead and tell me what you like about him.
Well, he's always like pretty friendly on the live streams. He knew who I was before I met him.
He's friendly on the live streams. Wow.
Well, he came on my live stream and he was like, "Hey, Kevin." I was like, "How do you know me?" Made me feel like a star.
Because he's a lurker. He lurks on everybody's stuff. Okay, right. So he feels as if you are important, so he needs to make an appearance. Did he bring anything to the stream?
I don't bring anything to the stream, so what expectation?
Money, don't say that. Bullshit. Did he bring any substance to the stream? Does he ever bring any substance to any stream at all?
I don't know. I've only seen him on my stream, and I've seen him on DDLD, not DDLD, the Reaper.
Yeah.
And that's it. And Nima stream once, I think.
Okay.
But he's a friendly guy. He's just trying to make a buck.
He's a friendly guy. That's hilarious that you're calling him friendly. That's really funny. You're calling him friendly.
Well, listen, don't get all defensive.
No, I have a question for you. Have you ever commented? Has he ever interacted with you? Let me ask you, has he ever had any sort of positive interaction with you?
Yeah, on my live stream he did.
Oh, did he really? Okay. What did he come on and say that was positive?
He was just like, "Hey man, what's up? Just wanted to show some love."
Oh yeah, I just want to show some love. Yeah. You've got some relevance. Let me go ahead and show up real quickly, and then I'm gonna fucking dip out real quickly and not say anything worth a shit. Just it's a fucking word salad, right? We can ask who's the word salad king? Reaper. Who's the word salad prince? Ross. It's a freaking word salad. There's a lot of stuff going on there where you're just like, what? Huh? Where do we go, right?
Definitely Reaper is involved with some kind of salad. I think word salad fits.
I think Reaper's out there tossing salads. That's what he's doing.
That's what I mean. That's why I was saying some kind of salad.
Look, Remington's getting scolded by his wife right now. Stop causing drama, Rem, or else you're gonna get no play tonight.
You need to get the fuck off the stream, motherfucker. You got no booty. No booty for you if you don't
You're
get
right.
the fuck off.
You're
the
exactly
stream.
Was
right.
that your
My
wife
wife
yelling
is.
at you?
Oh, absolutely. Of
I thought
course.
so.
Do you think my wife likes me on these streams? No, of course not. She's like, yeah. I mean, she
Hey.
takes away booty. She's, you know, she's in control. Okay, if you've got a wife,
At
you
least it's
understand.
not like summer 2022 was for you on the stream. You know, this
Ooh.
is you've
Yikes.
chilled out. You're not there. You're not around very much. These are
Yikes.
special moments now to have you here.
Clean. You're
Rem.
throwing shade.
These are
You throwing
special
shade at
moments.
Remington. He's had your back
No,
the
that
whole
was
time
that's
I
not
was
shade.
grilling you.
He was there often at that time, summer 2022.
Uh-huh.
Now he's not here often. He's
I'm a bit evasive.
more
Yes.
balance. He's been
Yeah.
stayed away. But
Yeah.
see, now that he's come back a couple times, we're like, all right, but come on, we need a little rem now. We need it. Oh, we just got our fix. We just got a little rem. Now we need to get a little more rem.
And then my wife shuts it down.
Yeah.
She's
You know,
like,
the thing with Ross, like you said something about Ross, but yo, Remington, I'm your friend. But
yes, we are friends.
But like, who gives a fuck what you said about Ross? Why does Ross give a fuck?
That's a
People
great
talk about me
point.
all the
Oh, I'm
time.
glad that you said that because any mature adult wouldn't pay any attention to this.
Dude, you're nobody. You're like me. And
Thank you.
all three of us are
Thank
nobodies.
you. I'm a
in the fragrance
nobody.
community.
I don't
Why
do
does
this
he care
for a
what we
living.
say?
This isn't exactly. I'm on here for shits and giggles. I'm on here to have a good. I'm on here to entertain my own self. I'm on here to have a little whiskey and smoke a cigar and chat with some people who I can't meet with because they live in Canada. They live in Chicago. They live wherever they may live, right? So, you know, that's all that this is, right? Why would you care about my opinion at all? You shouldn't address it. You shouldn't talk about it. By letting people know that, you know, whomever is getting under your skin, you lose, right? Just like
And
you said,
worse
what is
than
it?
that,
Rule
even-
number 7, if you react, you lose.
Rule number 6, you react, you
Rule
lose.
number 6.
Worse than the person. Look, because I can understand on a basic level, if your name is brought up and somebody says something, I can understand why you might feel a thing. I get that. You're not wrong with what either of you are saying, though, on the level of where it is and how often shit like that happens in here, and like it's just part of life over here on one level. But worse than the person whose name that it's about caring are these other people in another community also caring, and that like it's a thing for them now that Rem spoke about Ross, and that
okay.
that
I see where
there's
you're going
people
with
in
that.
Before
this
you go there,
community-
They ran an entire stream about it.
Before you go there, I just
Exactly.
want to
They
say,
did.
I thought what JJ said was a lot more disrespectful than what you said.
What was that? What did he say?
Because you just went, see, there's something kind of endearing about someone just saying straight up, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's a narcissist. Why is he doing this, that, ABC? But the way JJ posited it is he kind of made himself look like so high and mighty by saying, I just wish people would love themselves more. You know, I feel like that's way more condescending. Like if somebody said that to me, that would really upset me.
Ooh,
But JJ low-key said even worse things than you, in my opinion, because you didn't really.
He addressed Ross's insecurity. Okay, fair
No,
enough.
I don't like that.
Okay,
Like,
all
as
right.
soon as someone tries to like psychoanalyze me, I'm like, bro, you don't even know anything about anything, so don't even start. Right? Just insult me the way you want to insult me on what you think, but don't try to psychoanalyze me and put yourself as if you're some sort of Zen master. Like JJ ain't no Zen master, neither am I.
But Money, if you're a public figure, you are putting yourself out there to be criticized. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
I'm
Listen, I
allowed
say
to
this all
have
the
an
time.
opinion about you.
Of course you are.
All right, and you say, "Oh, you don't know me. You know nothing about me." That's completely false. What do you mean I don't know anything
Bro,
about you?
I
You're
don't
constantly
feel-
posting about your life. You're
I don't
constantly
feel sorry for Ross at all. I feel like
You should
it's kind of weird that people obsess over him. I think that's weird.
I agree. I agree. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
But the same way, I don't feel sorry for Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
Thank
and
you.
Angelina Jolie. You want to be a celebrity. You want to be a guy who has millions of people who look at you. Then you're gonna get some love. You're gonna get some hate.
Yes.
It is what it is. You
Yes.
you signed up for it, man.
Thank you. You signed up for it. You nailed it. I'm a nobody, and the Oda jerks are nobody. None of them show their faces. But you know, you are a public figure. So, you know, it comes with the territory. You've decided to go ahead and put yourself out there. You're constantly posting, you know, and people are going to have opinions about that. And there's nothing wrong with me having the opinion that you're a flaming narcissist. There's nothing wrong with that. And he hasn't addressed it once. He didn't say anything. He was just like, oh, okay, you want to talk about me? I'm going to dox you. What kind of reaction is that?
Yeah, I don't understand this doxing shit. Why is
Yeah,
it
he
Rule
literally
number
did.
one,
would-
no doxing.
He literally did. He hopped
What?
on that desperate turd burglar. You know who I'm talking about. The fucking
Yeah.
cannoli stream. He hopped on there, right? Bunch of fucking desperate ass freaking, and he,
Turd burglar.
yo, you heard it. And he
I never
okay.
heard that
And
before.
he came on there, and his reaction was, oh, you want to talk shit about me? I'm going to go ahead and use your first name. I'm going to tell everybody you live in Cincinnati, Ohio. He implied and threatened that he was going to dox me, right? This is some RXL shit. This is some narcissistic, immature man-child.
Well, he does hang out with RXL.
He does.
They
absolutely.
are good buddies on streams.
He's good buddies with RXL. Yes, he is. He's good buddies with Cannoli, another narcissist, right? So, you think you're
can
so
judge
cool,
a person's
right?
character by the company they keep.
Absolutely, 100%. And I judge George Zaharoff off of that. You know, I judge you off of the company that you keep. RXL, Cannoli, Ross, right? Clearly, you've got an issue with judging, you know, characters, right? So, and that's fair. You're a public figure, so you need to take that. It comes with your territory. Don't give me shit. Don't give me shit because I've got an opinion about it. You're putting your shit out there. I get to have an opinion about it, just like the Oda jerks do. And they're always calling stuff out. And look, I've never said one thing about being a shill or anything like that, because that is the smallest offense in my eyes. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything about anybody being a shill. Okay. But if you're a narcissist, I am gonna say something about it. Right.
Yeah,
so
but Ross is just doing what everybody else on Instagram does.
what? Huh?
Just like what everybody else on Instagram does. I don't have Instagram, but from what my girlfriend shows me, it's just a lot of like people showing off.
Thirst trap shit.
Yeah. So like he's trying to like show he's buff and show he's cool and stuff. Like, isn't that how you get followers on Instagram? Like he's just doing that.
And him punching the bag in some sort of weird, unorthodox manner. And
He's getting better, man. He's getting better.
He's making improvement. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right.
He is. I swear to God, he is. He is getting better at it.
He's getting better. Okay. All right. Hey, money. And you're entitled to your opinion, right?
You don't think his punching has gotten better over the times we've seen it?
Are you joking me right now? You're joking. He's
I'm
trolling.
not
Money, you're trolling, aren't
No,
you?
I'm not. I swear he's gotten better.
Okay.
He's still got a ways to go, but he's improving.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Fair
Bro,
enough.
When's the last time you hit a punching bag?
Fair enough. You know what? If you weren't a dick to all of your subscribers and viewers, a lot of this wouldn't probably happen. You wouldn't be.
He is a bit snarky. He is a bit.
Oh, snarky is an understatement.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that 100%. Yeah.
Fernando thinks it's time for the stream to end.
We've reached 3 hours and 45 minutes. I think that the expiration date has come, and we've been off the
I
rails
think
here for a
people are
little bit.
getting worried that this could get worse.
Yeah. And you know what? I think they might be right. So,
but let me say something before you end it. How bad could it possibly get? We're talking about 45 people to 55 people in this little tiny irrelevant community where there's no physical threat. There's nothing could possibly happen. I don't know.
Ross makes physical threats. He says he's going to break your jaw, and he told me he was going to come to Cincinnati. He literally said that.
Dude, if I was going to take flight to Cincinnati, I'm not breaking nobody's jaw. I'm gonna fucking you show me around.
You and your 5'6" come to Cincinnati, bro. Go for it. Come to Cincinnati, dude. Come on. I've been working out for 5 months and I look better than you do. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. We've reached the expiration date. My wife is going to take away booty for the night. So guys, I've got to go.
I will say good night too.
Yes.
This is not my stream. You'll still be here, Burner. Maybe there's a third act, but
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure as always. I like conversating with people who there's no, I can't meet. You're in Chicago. Money's in Canada, right?
Yeah.
So guys, we had
No,
a great
I do have to
conversation.
say
We talked
did
about
mostly-
fitness.
We did mostly
Yes.
have a pretty good conversation.
We had a great health conversation. We talked about a lot of stuff. We went into mental health. We talked. This was a successful stream. And guys, I all right, we are going to go ahead and have to end it, folks. Friends, it's been real.
Good night.
Until next time.